What is going on, basketball fans? Yes, if you see me live on the channel you're watching from right now, this isn't the typical background or coloring that you see on the program typically, but today we are covering round 2 of the 2025 NBA Draft for your Boston Celtics and your Golden State Warriors, both on Celtics Today and Warriors Today by Chat Sports. So excited to bring you guys coverage of round 2 of this year's draft. The Boston Celtics hold pick 32, the second overall selection of round 2. And the Warriors just made a trade, originally having pick 41 and sending it to the Phoenix Suns in exchange for 2 seconds, pick 52 and pick 59. It'll be very interesting to see who's on the board late in the draft, and hopefully both of these teams can fill some needs as, look, they are both financially constricted clubs that probably need some of these players in the second round to potentially contribute down the line. Very excited to get all into it. We got 53 people watching in the Celtics Today chat. We got 108 people watching at Warriors Today. How is everybody doing? Get down in the comment section and shout out your city for me. If the Celtics fans, I know we love to spam the Shams. The Warriors love to spam the GSWs to start off the stream, but we gotta get a little bit neutral today in a way and cover both teams equally. But I'm gonna be getting engaged in both chats, as well as my right-hand man here, Cullen Brown, aka Breezy, aka C Breezy, aka Breezy F Baby. How you doing, my friend?
Let's get it, man.
Let's go,
What's up, dude?
First time we have been live together since both of us started working here at Chat Sports and I got in front of the camera. So very excited to have you here. Cullen is very knowledgeable of the game. He is an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, so I'm kind of on his bad side right now, or at least he's on my bad side right now, I guess I should say. So we can get on him for that, but he is a champion now, just like us here at Celtics Today and us here at Warriors Today. All champs in the 2020s, yeah. So very good. Very good. We're all winners here.
Yes.
And get down to the comment section, shout out your city as you guys file in. Let's go. Checking in on the Celtics chat. We got Louis Joshua coming in from the UK. Hereford? Let me know how that's pronounced, my brother. Let's go.
Yeah, Hereford, Hartford. I'm not sure, but hey, shout out to you. We've got Ohio from Ty Man the Buckeye, Chat Sports legend.
If Ty Man could double dip, then he's going to double dip. He's going to be on the war. There's the Warriors Celtics simulcast here.
Absolutely legend here at Chat Sports. We got Dribble from Golden State. We got Richmond, California from Rico. We got Jakias from Houston. Shout out to you, sir. Ryan says, hey, Cullen. Hey, Ryan, to you, brother.
Let's go.
Smitty the GOAT from Cade.
Hey, KJ, what's going on, my man? We getting rid of Kuminga? What's going on? Is he a heel? Let's go.
Shout out to Pats fan, Arcade to the Celtics.
Hell yeah.
There we go. We got Big Mike from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Whoa. I know it's your first time here, Cully. That's Worcester.
Worcester.
The home of the great Bob Cousy. They call him the Wizard of Worcester. Shout out to you, Big Mike. Let's go. Jamaica from Ken Nash. Seth coming in from Illinois. Good to see everybody rocking and rolling with us. If you haven't yet, 136 people watching in the Warriors Today chat, 61 people watching in the Celtics chat. If you haven't, please go down below and hit the thumbs up icon. Like today's video. If you love basketball, you're here over a half hour before the first pick will be announced in round 2. So that means you're an absolute sicko, just like us. So go down below and like today's video. Hit the thumbs up icon. Type me in the chat when you do, so I can give some shout-outs, Colin can give some shout-outs, and we can show you guys some more love here as we get rolling early on in the stream, baby.
Let's get it. And the more likes we get, the more of a chance we get the stream out to more people. We get the party going. We get the big party going here. We're trying to make this the best coverage here on YouTube. Help us out. It's a free way to do it.
Hell yeah. The bosses say we got to have at least half the people in the chat liking the video. So we're doing a good job at getting there already at Warriors Today. Got to try to get to at least 50, 60 likes over there. And Celtics Today, we got to get to at least like 30 to 40 likes to get to that 50% number. So go down below, hit that thumbs up icon, and type me when you do. We'll start giving some shout outs. Time in the Buckeye liked it on both streams. He's in both chats. He's a big beast, that guy is. Shout out to you, TTB. Let's go. Seth liked the video. Julian, JU, what's going on, my man? Julian up ready in the building.
Got
Omar.
Cyclone Zay. We got Ryan Wong.
Hell yeah.
We got Omar says, do we make a reach for John Collins there in the Warriors chat?
So John Collins, he did recently accept his $25 million player option. It will be pretty difficult for Golden State to accumulate salary in order to get that done. Could the Warriors want to maybe get a Jonathan Kuminga sign and trade to Utah? That could be something that we haven't necessarily heard yet per all the rumors and scuttlebutt around the league early on this offseason. There hasn't been any indication that Utah is interested in Kuminga, and that would be one of the main trade pieces going over there. And you probably would have to include a player like a Moses Moody as well to match salaries. So if you're willing to give up both of those guys for John Collins, and maybe Utah gives you a couple second round picks or something like that, then maybe it's worth doing. But I don't know. I really don't know what sign and trade package I'm looking for with Jonathan Kuminga right now, because that is, for Warriors fans, going to be the big domino that needs to fall this offseason. There's rumored interest with the Miami Heat, actually reported interest at this point. Shams Charania went on TV last night right after Miami made their draft pick and was talking about their pursuit and interest in Kuminga this summer. So we'll see if anything there materializes. I would hope it would be more of like a 3-team deal when Miami's involved, because I don't love a ton of their pieces that would come back in that trade. If the Chicago Bulls' rumored interest is real, I would love to do a Kobe White 1-for-1 swap there. You could say what you will about Kobe White, maybe not being a winner. Maybe you'd say he's like a shot chucker or something like that. What I see, the numbers tell me he's a pretty efficient shooter and would fill a lot of needs for Golden State. So I'm trying to move off of Kuminga. I just don't think he fits. I think he could be a great basketball player, but not in Golden State with the way that they run offense and the way that they're prioritizing, their superstars and veteran players, Steph, Jimmy, Draymond.
Yeah, no, really good analysis there. And I mean, Spinney, you've mentioned this multiple times, but I'll reiterate it. I mean, the Warriors are in win now mode. They have Steph Curry. They traded for Jimmy Butler. You still have Draymond Green on the roster. We've seen what they try to do, right? They try to bridge the gap between the young and the old, and ultimately that did not work out. You still have
Kuminga. Two-timeline approach, they called it.
Yeah, exactly. So, look, clearly now your best course of action is investing in Steph Curry, investing in this veteran group. And like you said, Kuminga's the biggest domino to fall. Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what they say. We got a Pats fan over there in the Celtics chat says, Smitty, will Sam get traded today get Wiggins to the Celtics?
Wiggins to the Celtics. I don't know about that. If Sam Hauser makes $10 million, Andrew Wiggins makes about 25. So I don't. They could. I mean, could they do Anthony Simons to Miami? Maybe, but I don't know if I would want Andrew Wiggins back for Anthony Simons, 26 years old, 20-point-per-game scorer. I think the Celtics like Anthony Simons. They're going to want him to be a part of this thing long term. He kind of lines up with the Jays' timeline for sure. We got our first super chat coming in the building, Colin.
Yeah, we got a little Sarah Smoll coming in the chat, and we're going to get that loaded up here in a second. Actually, boom, right there on
we
cue.
Go. Sarah Smoll, what's going on? Been a Celtics fan since the beginning, since Larry Bird. Love the channel. Larry Bird! You got to love him, man. You got to love Larry Legend, the hick from French Lick. He's the man. I mean, as far as players that highlights stand the test of time, like, what Colin, the player from the 80s, even and I guess before, before Jordan's real prime, the player that you see most often coming across the Twitter timeline is like, oh, these highlights are cold. It's Bird every single time. The highlights translate. He would absolutely be able to play in today's game. And all the haters out there in the bullpen, they're absolutely disrespectful when they say that he can't hang in today's league. He would literally be a Luka Jokic hybrid. It would be nuts.
It would be nuts. And, one thing that Larry kind of got robbed, again, playing in the 80s, if there is such a thing, is one, again, a lot of people didn't see it. The game is more global today. It's more eyeballs on it. But two, because of the highlights and everything, you really didn't until Larry and, stories came out, the kind of trash talker he was.
God.
The kid would be giving you buckets and talking to you the entire time, just cooking pools, man.
Like while he's pulling up, he's speaking to you. It's unbelievable what that guy did, man. And
who's coming in second, man?
Who's coming in second? Like, it just kind of ridiculous, like the way that he kind of has been. And a lot of older generation players have kind of just been washed away. We all know that today's league is way highly more skilled. The resources medically and the trainer-wise are also more advanced than they were back in the day. But you got to judge talent for the competition they played against. And we all know Bird and even Magic were head and shoulders above the rest back then. Shout out to you, Sarah Small. That's love. And appreciate you supporting the channel.
Absolutely.
We are doing a little bit of a challenge today, as we are live on both channels here, Celtics Today and Warriors Today. So I thought it would be fun to pitch you guys against each other. Right now, if we were doing an old-fashioned super chat battle, it would be 4-0 Celtics. Shout out to Jason Dyer, who just sent in a super. We'll get that up in a minute. But we're going to explain this challenge for you guys today. For Warriors Today, they currently have 0 points. And even though the Celtics Today chat just got 2 super chats, they still also have 0 points. The competition we're going to do today is as follows. Every $5 super chat that you guys send in, $sign next to the chat box if you would like to contribute. By no means is it required, but it absolutely helps me out here with a lot of my work at Chat Sports. If you support the channel, then consider sending in a super chat. Every $5 that you send in, that's 1 point, and we'll tally it up on the board right here. If you send in a $10 super chat, that's a 3-point goal. And we will give you 3 points in this competition. at the end of the draft. The Warriors have pick 59, so we'll be going all the way till the end of these last 30 picks of 2025's NBA draft. When we get to the end, we'll see who's got the most points, and the winner will be all the people who sent in from that side of the equation will be entered into a raffle to win an NBA draft hat of the team that ends up winning. So if the Warriors Today channel ends up with 15 points and the Celtics Today channel ends up with 10 points, then you know what? We're going to be giving away the 15 points. Whoever sent them in at Warriors Today, we'll put them all in a raffle, and we'll auction off a Warriors Today draft hat. I hope that all made sense. I was talking a lot.
I mean, hey, listen. Donate, support your team. Again, if you want to guys get involved, we're trying to create a little competition here. Day 2, we're trying to get you guys riled up because I mean,
look, these are NBA Finals foes back
exactly.
in 2022. So there is a little bit of bad blood here. There's no doubt about it. We know the Celtics fans hate Steve Kerr. We know I'm sure the Warriors fans love dunking on the Celtics for beating them back in 2022. So this could get real heated real quick. Real quick. But shout out to Jason Dyer, who also sends in a $2 super chat. Says, please draft Blind Bucket. Let's go. JD, you're the man, bro. He's been here since day one. He was, part of the channel, supporting the channel back when I was in your chair, sitting in the producer chair with Allie Barefoot here last season at Celtics Today. So, JD, you're the man, and we need the Blind Bucket merch. You already know, bro. Already know. Shout out to you. If you haven't yet, go down below, hit that thumbs up icon. It would be greatly appreciated. 170 people watching in the Warriors Today chat, only 46 likes. And the Celtics Today chat, we have 100 people watching, only 26 likes. Those are rookie numbers. We got to get those numbers up, guys. Hit that thumbs up icon for sure. And if you guys want to just skip the line and skip the raffle entirely, we do have a link to go get the draft hats for 2025. You can get the Celtics solid green. You can get the white hat with the green brim, all at this link right here, chatsports.com/2025 draft hats. But it doesn't stop there. We get the Warriors hats as well, the white with the blue brim and the solid royal blue. I think all these hats are fresh. They don't even say NBA draft on them as well. This is a 365-day-a-year wear. Chatsports.com/2025 draft hats. That link is in the comment section and description of today's stream. Let's go. Putting the link in both chats right now. So make sure if you want to go grab yourself a hat for the NBA draft, support your team, there's a link right there below. And again, they let us know whenever we send you a link or whenever you go and use our link, they let us know and we get a little contribution, a little thank you. So it greatly helps us out. If you want to get some fresh gear, use the link that I just put down in the chat below. Absolutely. Appreciate you guys. That's love. And I'm not joking. Like I know we're pushing a product, but I'm not. No joke. Think that those hats are fresh. Like they're so fresh. The NBA, and I wouldn't say that about all the NBA draft hats. There have been some absolute stinkers over the years, and this year they kind of knocked it out of the park in my opinion. Love the script. Love it. Already. Love the versatility of it. All right. How about we go through the? How about we run through the first round? Yeah. So we know who's available, and then we'll go to the big board about who's available. We got a little over 15 minutes until the 2025 draft round 2 commences. So let's hop right into who went in round 1, so we know who is off the board. Cooper Flagg, no surprise. Dylan Harper, no surprise. Really, no surprises in the top 4 as VJ Edgecombe goes to Philly and Con Kneppel goes 4th overall to the Hornets. That jersey's going to go triple platinum at Darty's. We got 5 overall going Ace Bailey. Danny Ainge was not scared about him not wanting to go to Utah. He's going to have to suck it up now and play in Salt Lake City. Trey Johnson goes 6th overall to the Washington Wizards. Real good scoring guard. Could be the best scoring guard overall. Maybe shooting guard. And not the position. I'm talking about this guy makes jump shots like no other in this draft. He's a really solid player and is going to fit in really well there. Jeremiah Fear is going to probably take the reins at point guard in New Orleans here with DeJounte Murray coming off a major injury. Don't want to rush him back. Fear is going to have a lot of responsibility early on in his career. The Nets started their questionable draft, maybe some would say, by drafting Egor Demen. But I actually loved this pick when it was originally made. We'll talk about the rest of their draft in a minute or so. Colin Murray Boyles, number 9 overall to the Toronto Raptors. Apparently, people were saying Murray Boyles was not great, didn't look grateful to be going to the Raptors. Apparently, he grew up a Raptors fan, so maybe he was just in total shock and awe that he ended up going to his favorite team. So shout out to him. Hopefully he fits in well there. Kamal Malawach goes to the Phoenix Suns, who also made a trade for Mark Williams yesterday, picking up 2 kind of similar centers in a way for Phoenix. They really lacked a big man on the roster, so I honestly didn't mind the 2 moves. Cedric Coward, the Memphis Grizzlies have been looking for a wing for the past half decade, so he goes over there. They made a trade with Portland. Noah Senge, the project wing out of, I think, France. Yeah, yes, France. He goes to Chicago. Derek Queen, the Pelicans traded up again 10 slots. This is where things got off the rails for New Orleans, man. They go up 10 slots and then give up their 2026 unprotected first.
Who does New Orleans think they are?
Joe Dumars is just walking into organizations and just decimating them. It's unbelievable. If Derek Queen doesn't pan out, it's one of the worst trades of all time.
One of the worst.
Yep. Carter Bryant falls right into the lap of the San Antonio Spurs there at pick 14. Could not be a better fit going down to South Texas. We got Thomas Sorber going to Oklahoma City. I think it's a great fit. Colin, you can speak on that for a couple seconds. I mean, he's going to slot right in. Doesn't have too much responsibility coming off a foot injury.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to provide extra depth, and it gives Oklahoma City flexibility down the line. I mean, obviously, they run the two big lineup with Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein, and chances are the Thunder could potentially look to move off of Hartenstein after the season, as he only has 2 years remaining on this deal. Sorber's a really athletic defensive big that can really protect the rim, and
They needed that.
Yeah, you needed it, and again, needed the size, needed the girth, and everything. And I think he can have a potential, to develop his offensive game. Underrated playmaker as well at his size.
Yeah, he was good. Big East man. I'm never going to be mad at that. Hanson Yang, maybe the shock of the first round, going to Portland there at 16. Colin, what do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely wild. I mean, I was on our one of our other channels here at Chat Sports, and when this pick was made, I mean, I had to do a double take. I mean, this was. Well, I mean, it was, again, Portland's kind of got an interesting draft philosophy in which they're just going to do their own thing, and they don't really care who thinks about it. I mean, they already have Donovan Clingan here, too, so, I mean, and DeAndre Ayton, so to get
and Robert Williams.
Yeah, I mean, they are a loaded big rotation there in Portland. And to add Hanson Yang, who I think by most accounts was viewed as a second-round prospect at pick 16, there's a reason the Trailblazers are the Trailblazers.
Yeah, absolutely. Another questionable pick, I thought at 17, Joan Berenger to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Walter Clayton came off the board at 18 to the Jazz. They're going to be chucking up a lot of bad shots in Utah this year.
A lot of bad shots in Utah, man.
I mean, not only Walter Clayton and Ace Bailey, they got Keontae George there to take a bunch of CTE shots as well. Nolan Traore goes to 19 with Brooklyn, and even then I questioned it, but you get two guards that you can work on. Hopefully, both of them have really high upside, and then they still have 3 more picks in the first round. What could go wrong, right, Colin?
Right.
Kaspers Yakushonis falls all the way to 20 to the Miami Heat. Roloff was absolutely ecstatic about that pick. Will Riley, it's 21 to the Washington Wizards. They needed another solid wing who could put the ball in the cup. Drake Powell goes then to Brooklyn. And then, again, I didn't really mind the pick all that much, but, he's a project, and, who knows if his game is ever going to pan out offensively. Asa Newell, I thought was a great fit down in Atlanta. They are going to be they're kind of accelerating their rebuild a little bit, or I guess retooling, you could call it. They now have New Orleans' pick next year. That could be top 5, and they could be looking really, really nice in 26, 27. Nick Clifford goes 24th to the Kings. Love that pick a lot. Kings need more defensive intensity and just gamers on their roster rather than just showboaters and highlight fiends like Zach LaVine and company. So that's a great fit there. Well, I don't know if it's a great fit currently, but hopefully long term it really pans out for them.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Kings have a tendency of trading away some of their best players. So hopefully, for Nick Clifford's sake, I mean, it works out for him. But yeah, look, the Kings, like you said, they need that defensive kind of just mindset and mentality. They got Keegan Murray still. They still have talent on the roster. They just need a direction, man. And I think Nick Clifford can provide that for them.
Absolutely. Jace Richardson goes 25th to the Orlando Magic. One of my favorite fits in the entire first round. He fell pretty far. I thought he could have got taken in the lottery, no doubt about it. Can defend at an elite level from the Izzo system. And, he can hit a bunch of shots from a lot of different areas on the floor. Going to be a great fit as a player who, can just be that scoring punch off of the bench for Orlando and not really require a ton of responsibility as their backcourt is kind of already cemented.
That it is, yeah. And I mean, look, Richardson is going to be a guy who provides a lot of scoring. And Orlando's kind of had this turnstile at guard for, it seems like, most of the 21st century, if we're being honest. And look, I love Jace Richardson, the player. I mean, he became really a big part of Michigan State's rotation, I think back in January, kind of as the season was ramping up as we got into March Madness. And once he got his opportunity, he never looked back. I mean, he was one of probably 2 main contributors on the offensive end for Tom Izzo's squad, and a squad that went deep in the NCAA tournament.
Absolutely.
I think he's going to thrive in Orlando.
I hope so. I mean, Orlando's going to be a wreck in the East for years to come. And this is where things went off the rails for the Brooklyn Nets. My goodness, Ben Seraph, they took the same damn player as Igor Demen, 2 project point guards who run the pick and roll or slow and methodical playmakers. I don't know, man. Ben Seraph's jumper isn't exactly something that jumps off the page, and neither is either Nolan Traore or Igor Demen. So they took 3 non-shooting point guards. I know they got Cam Thomas on the roster, but man, did you have to completely flip a 180 and go do it 3 times? That's insane to me. Then they followed up with Danny Wolf at 27, who I don't mind, but guess what? He plays like a point guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable. Yeah. And then Hugo Gonzalez, Celtics fans, were kind of in, I guess you could say, Split, maybe more so on the end of it. What the hell are you doing, Brad? This is a project pick, but he has a lot of the intangibles that you're going to want in a winning culture. He attacks the offensive glass. He's an elite off-ball cutter. He's got great spatial awareness on the floor, so when things are getting clogged, he can kind of move his body around the floor and create space for his teammates where they need to make plays. I think that he's got those kinds of things in between the ears that are going to make his transition to the NBA pretty smooth. And he's not going to have a ton of responsibility off the rip. Expect him to be in the G League. You also got Liam McNeely going 29th to the Charlotte Hornets. I think it's a good pick for them, man. Another slow, methodical, just scorer. They can get off the bench, kind of a Corey Kispert type of player, and they didn't really have that on the roster. Now they got Con Kneppel and Liam McNeely. I think there's a little bit of stability coming to Charlotte here over the next couple seasons. And then the Clippers rounded things out with the Penn State big man that I'm not going to pronounce. I'm glad he went there because if he was a Celtic, that would have been a rough video for me. So that's what went on the first round. We kind of started diving into it a little deeply there as the round went on because I like some of the fits and I really didn't like some others. As for who's on the board right now, Rasheer Fleming is the #1 overall prospect, according to our own draft analyst, Nick Roloff here at Chat Sports. He fell a lot. I mean, as an Atlantic 10 guy myself, I did not like to see him fall out of the first round after being projected probably in the mid-teens to early 20s. But he is looking like he is promised the 31st overall selection to the Phoenix Suns. So the Celtics will thereafter have whoever's left on the board. Atu Thiero, the defender out of Arkansas. He projects as an instant contributor on that end. Noah Penda, really good glass cleaner on the wing from France. And he projects as a kind of 3-and-D wing who's going to play for a long time. Tyrese Proctor out of Duke. I'm a little indifferent about Proctor, man. I'm a Duke supporter. I grew up a fan. Obviously dumped them when I went to my St. Bonaventure Bonnies. But I still support them once the Bonnie season's over and Duke's playing into March Madness. And Tyrese Proctor absolutely dazzled in the first few rounds of the NCAA tournament. Then things got tight later on. The Houston game missed a bunch of key free throws, a bunch of turnovers. And the things in between the ears for me late in games really dropped him a lot lower on my board. So I'm not so sure how quickly he is going to adjust to the NBA if he was making those mistakes at the college level after 3 seasons. Cam Jones from the Big East, the kind of do-it-all guard scorer from Marquette. I mean, he was putting up triple doubles in the Big East, and that's a pretty tough thing to do. Ryan Kalkbrenner is my guy for the Boston Celtics to take here at 32. Elite rim protector, awesome help defender. He can get from one block to the other very quickly. A super long wingspan, has been expanding the outside shot as well. So the Celtics need that type of player on the roster right now. There's no guarantee that Luke Cornett and Al Horford end up coming back next season, or even one of them comes back next season. So you're going to need some front court assistance. Neemias Queta, Xavier Tillman just not going to cut it. I am all over Ryan Kalkbrenner, but I would not be mad at the player that follows there, Maxime Reynal.
Yeah, Maxime Reynal, who, listen, I mean, if Cooper Flagg didn't exist, you could argue, I mean, he was one of the best players in all of the ACC, and I believe a 20-10 guy as well. A really nice, offensive player. Again, needs to put a little more weight on the frame and everything, but a guy that can contribute at the NBA level and is only probably going to benefit from the spacing provided here at the next level.
Absolutely. I mean, some people, the comp I've been seeing a lot is Brook Lopez, and maybe that's just a cop-out because of the Stanford thing.
Right.
But I see Porzingis, man. And I'm not saying he's going to turn out like Porzingis, be a 25-8 guy and be a really elite rim protector in this league. But the way that he plays, the way that he can put the ball on the deck and just kind of rip through moves and dribble past defenders. I was watching tape on this guy, and he can kind of do it all, man. Honestly, one of the best overall passers in this draft at any position. He's got elite vision. I was seeing him whip passes along the baseline when there was defenders kind of shading in that area, and he ended up getting it to teammates. Really good passer out of the high post, off of the short roll as well. Can hit the player in the corner wide open. He's got solid offensive IQ. Does need to work a little bit on the defensive end and put, like Colin said, put on some more muscle and girth to his game. But if he's on the board, it's gonna be a pretty tough decision if I'm Brad Stevens to pick between Kalkbrenner and Reynal. You're kind of picking your poison here. Do you want an elite translatable defender off of the rip, or do you want a guy who's got a super polished offensive game that can maybe contribute right away on that end? It's about preference.
I mean, honestly, yeah, and it's about a vision, and it's about whatever you kind of want to view, your future of your team looking like. Because again, both of those guys provide kind of different skill sets, but both can contribute at the next level, in my opinion. And I think there's some teams like the Celtics who are going to be looking to target maybe one of these guys. So it's interesting to see where these guys fall.
Absolutely. And you got Sion James there at 8. That was a target I had for the Golden State Warriors at 41. No doubt about it. But now that with the picks 52 and 59, I'm not so sure that he'll be on the board there. But he already projects as an elite point of attack defender. He had a lot of ball handling responsibilities in the Duke lineup as well, and can hit the outside shot at 40% clip. Wasn't on super high volume, but good stroke, confident player, and he's always going to give you 110% every single night. I like Sion James a lot. I think he's going to play for a long time in this league.
100%. Yeah, no, he seems like a winner. I mean, again, that Duke program, man. I mean, if there obviously, the star power with Flag, with Kneppel, with Malowatch. I mean, the other guys on the roster, you really had to, sit there, and you could speak to this more, Smitty, as kind of a Duke supporter, that, listen, you kind of have to know your role and fill in your place because, again, this is a star-studded program. Even some of the best players in the country have to come in and sacrifice for the betterment of the team.
Yep.
Sion James is one of the better ones at doing just that.
Yeah, I mean, and he's part of this new era of, transferring up in college basketball, played a lot of ball at Tulane, and then ends up coming to Duke, and immediately being inserted in the starting lineup. This guy was playing 35, 40 minutes a game sometimes for the Blue Devils. So you're going to want him out there playing, sticking on your best offensive player on the other end. He's a really, really good point of attack defender.
Absolutely. All right. Real quickly here, we're getting close to the beginning of the second round of the NBA draft. Let's we ask you guys this. I'm going to tell you guys something right here.
Okay.
Smitty sitting up there. He provides content nonstop daily for both the Warriors and the Celtics channel here at Chat Sports. He does a great job. I sit by him. He's my desk mate. He works his ass off to provide the best coverage on YouTube that he possibly can for you guys. He's killing it, crushing it for the NBA draft. He was on our main Chat Sports channel. He's dual casting here today. If you guys could, hit the subscribe button, not only on our Celtics channel, but also here at our Warriors channel as well. Hit that sub button, support my guy. He's put in the work, man. And it's a free way to help and support the channel. So
that's mad love, Colin. Much love. Thank you for those kind words. Yeah, it's been a grind here, man. Just only Chat Sports host with 2 NBA channels. So this is a hot time for me right now. This is we're on the grind, and I'm happy to bring you guys all the coverage, man. So consider subscribing to the channel. We've covered all the Celtics trades that have gone down this offseason immediately. So if you guys want up to the date information on your teams, both in Boston and in Golden State, then you're in the right spot here. So consider subscribing to each channel. Let's go C's. Let's go Dubs. And let's go to my guy, Martin Davis, with a $10 super chat. And now that gets the Celtics State channel on the board. 2 points, or sorry, 3-point goal. 3-point goal for Martin Davis. So the Celtics Today channel is now in the lead. 3-0 in the super chat battle. Every $5 super chat that you send in is 1 point. If you're like Martin, though, and you send in a 10, that's 3 points. At the end of the draft, we will tally these up. And whoever's in the lead, we'll do a raffle with everybody who sent in for your team. And whoever wins will receive a Celtics or Warriors draft hat. We'll see who ends up winning. Celtics up 3-0. How are you going to respond, Warriors Today? We got more people in the Warriors Today chat than we do at Celtics Today. The C's fans are showing you guys up. How will you respond? It's up to you guys.
Up to y'all. And we got a minute left, roughly, until the second round starts. Can we get some me's in the chat? Let's get the me's going, man.
Let's go. We're under a minute to go until the 2025 NBA Draft, round 2, day 2. Don't love that the NBA does this, but we got to bring you guys more content. That's the good part. We get to hang out with you guys for a good bit of time today. So get in the chat, get active, and spam those me's if you're ready for round 2 of the NBA Draft. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. We'll get some shout-outs here. We got Levon saying me, Ryan saying me, Julian saying me. We got Jacoby saying me, Boy saying me. We got Samuel. We've got Louie, we got Jeff, we got Will, Pat's fan, we got PS2 Gaming, Burning, Ryan Wong, shout out to y'all, Retro. Get in the chat, man. The NBA draft's about to kick off, man.
Let's
round
go.
2. Hey, listen, this is where you can really make a difference in your franchise's history. I mean, some of the best second-round picks in history, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Nikola Jokic famously during a Taco Bell commercial.
Draymond Green,
among many others. I mean, there are so many picks here in the second round that could be, future stars in the NBA potentially. You never know. So you guys want to make sure you're locked in because we're going to have coverage for the entire second round here of the NBA 2025 NBA draft.
Let's go. I mean, I feel like it's every year you see at least 3 to 4 players that are solid contributors. I'm talking legitimate rotation pieces in this league getting drafted in round number 2. And the Celtics have the luxury of potentially getting a round 1 talent here at pick 32. They will be on the clock second in this round 2. Phoenix on the clock at 31. And it looks like they're going to be taking Rasheer Fleming. I didn't actually see the Shams tweet. I want to make sure that's confirmed. But it looks like Rasheer Fleming is going to be the pick at 31. Let's see. Yeah. The Suns' war room right now is eyeing St. Joseph's big man Rasheer Fleming at 31.
Which makes sense. I mean, Fleming's a hell of a player, man.
Yeah, I've comped him a little bit to Bobby Portis in a way. I think he's going to project as a solid rotation piece. I don't think he'll ever be an all-star or anything like that, but I was going to give you buckets, especially around the rim. He could finish.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
I mean, in terms of an athlete, I mean, he's a guy who's physical. He's, really big as an athlete, can defend, hit the three ball. I mean, how is he not a first-round guy? I mean,
yeah.
It's shocking. I get that he's from not, the biggest conference in the world, but I mean, that shouldn't really matter in this day and age. I mean,
if you can play, you can play. People know,
yeah.
They don't have to watch, they don't have to judge you based on the competition. I know, maybe if the guy's playing at, Northeast Oklahoma State or something like that, some JUCO, he's not going to get drafted into the NBA, but he's still playing at the Division I level. He played against Power 5 opponents last year. He did have some rough showings at the end of the season, down the stretch of A-10 play and into the A-10 tournament. So maybe that's turning a couple teams off as the competition and the defense ramped up a little bit in do-or-die basketball. So maybe that's turning a couple teams off. And he's not the greatest athlete either. So that is, you couple those two things together, and maybe that's the reason for his draft slip.
Yeah. All right. Now that we're in the second round, we want to know from you guys here. I'm going to throw this question in there.
Okay.
Most underrated player in the draft.
That's where we're at right now, right?
Right, exactly. The diamonds in the rough.
These guys are falling under the radar.
Yes.
Who's the most underrated player in this draft? Let us know. It could also be somebody who went in round 1 as well. You guys let us know. If is Hanson Yang the most slept-on player in NBA history? Does Portland know something we don't? Apparently, Jake Fisher, everybody's favorite insider, said that a Nuggets executive called him the Chinese Jokic. So
Chinese Jokic.
We'll see if that ends up panning out. I'm not so sure that's the right expectations to place on a young man, but it's what it is. He's a kind of a do-it-all center. Low-key was the best player in the Chinese Basketball Association at 18 years old. So I didn't really have a lot of research done on Yang. I know the Warriors actually ended up working him out and targeted him at 41. But he went 25 picks before that, and now we see Golden State probably would have taken him there at 41st overall, and they made the draft day trade to acquire 2 picks subsequently.
Yeah, very, very, very good.
Who's the most underrated player? Rayno?
Rayno's a good one.
I like it.
I like I said, I know he's already went. Jace Richardson, to me, I think he's going to be.
They slept.
They slept.
I
really think he's going to do well in Orlando.
I think they slept on Jonas too. And
yeah.
I think going into a well-run organization, I would say on court, maybe not roster construction-wise at this point, but the Miami Heat, we know when they get out there in the basketball courts, it's a tight-run ship.
Absolutely. Let me run you this question because you are a Warriors host.
Yeah.
So our Heat host, Nick Roloff, made this comparison yesterday. That again, because there was 2 guards that went ahead of Jonas, basically calling Jonas potentially the next Steph Curry to Ricky Rubio and Johnny Flynn. Your response to Mr. Roloff's claim?
You ever seen Space Jam?
Yes, I have both versions actually. Yeah,
his brother's reaching. Oh my goodness, that is one of the worst comparisons I've legitimately ever seen in my entire life. It doesn't even make sense. The Timberwolves would have picked both of them. That doesn't even happen before the Heat took their pick. Unbelievable. He was just hyped that his guy, his guy got taken with his team, and then the 2 guards that got taken before he didn't like. Well, he liked Traore, I think, but
he did. He was a Traore.
He liked Traore, but he did not want Walter Clayton. So that he's taking a victory lap now because he thinks that Walter Clayton's going to sink, and he thinks that Jonas is going to be great. He had him 6th overall in his big board. Yeah. So that was absurd.
That's what we call hedging at the end of the day.
Martin Davis in the chat saying Hugo. Yo, I can't wait to say that on stream, man. That'd be dope.
It's gonna be really dope, man.
Hell yeah.
Really, really, really dope.
What happened to Allie? If you're new here, I'll let you know. I kind of stopped explaining this during the Celtics Knicks streams because that was kind of days in a row, and the same people were showing up and asking the same question. Allie Barefoot did leave Chat Sports. She's got a new gig outside of sports media, but she's still the homie. We still hang out, and wish her all the best. She did a lot of great work for this channel. Won a championship with me back in 2024, so it's all love with Allie, and hope I can only carry the mantle and provide you guys equally great Celtics and Warriors coverage.
Yeah, Banner saying forever, champions live forever.
That's
and
right.
Listen, she's a champion too. I mean, hey.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Credit to her, and yeah, best of luck. So
we are 5 likes away from 100 likes.
We got to get that like number
5 likes away from 100 likes in the Warriors chat. So go down below, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video so we can get past 100 here. and the NBA draft can get rocking and rolling. They haven't officially put the Suns on the clock yet, because of course not, because it's ESPN. They like to drag it.
That is true. We won't keep it dragging here. I mean, again, up to the date, we're going to be probably faster than what you see on TV. In fact, I know we're going to be faster on TV because, I mean, yesterday we were calling out picks and they wouldn't get put on screen for like 5-10 minutes.
Dude, sometimes it would happen and then I'd be like, wait, are we at the next pick now?
It's just the NBA needs to figure it out, man.
Crazy.
This draft process. The fact also, too, by the way, one of the craziest things that I can't believe the NBA is still doing to this day is the fact that if you're traded, like the pick is traded, that player is no longer going to that team. Like, why did Kaman Malawach have to throw on a Houston Rockets hat yesterday when he's going to the Phoenix Suns? Like, NBA, figure this out, man.
So my thing with that is, unfortunately, like I wish they could switch it, but I think it's because the trades aren't officially finalized.
Move up the league year then.
I agree with that.
See, I just make it simple, man, because now there's confusion again.
So did Malawach wear a Rockets hat last night?
He did.
I didn't notice that. Wow.
Yeah,
that's brutal.
That's brutal. And again, like if you're an NBA casual, you're sitting there, maybe you flip on the NBA draft, you're sitting there, you're like, oh, wow. The Rockets got Kevin Durant and Kaman Malawach.
Yeah.
Like, they're loading up and everything. It's like, wait a minute, no, he's actually going to the Suns. Like, why is he wearing the hat? Like,
no, it's confusing.
It gets confusing.
The NBA, with their presentation of their product, can they ever do anything right? Not very often.
Not very often.
And it's not even just ESPN. It's the product as a whole, because the All-Star game has been on TNT forever, and that's been a disaster. If it had the same type of effort and I guess precision into the coverage that the NFL gets, then basketball will be in a much better place. But it 100%. Is a hot take based sport, and football is kind of trending that way now and a little bit too. But you still really get the X's and O's and the analytics driven home. But the NBA is a soap opera. It's a storyline-based league. People only care about the movement. It's become very transactional, and it's really lost the basketball aspect of the sport in a way. To me, that's why I'm a college basketball fan over the NBA. Like I think it's more about the on-court product there, and even though it's a worse overall basketball product, you could argue that I still enjoy the kind of just the overall aura and vibe that college basketball brings. But I still love the league, no doubt about it. They just got to do a better job at making it about basketball in a way. And I think the finals did a pretty good job at doing that. For a first time in a long time, it really felt like a basketball-oriented finals. Like that was the focus of it. Could Indiana hit enough threes? Could the Thunder force enough turnovers to win this game? Is Halliburton going to hit another clutch shot? Is Shea going to take over down the stretch? Like these all basketball-related things. It wasn't about legacy. It wasn't about what does this mean for whoever loses. Like it was really just about who's a better basketball team. Go put the ball in the cup, and whoever has more points at the end of the game is the better team. And then we got that in a 7-game series. It was really, really great, in my opinion.
I totally agree. And the fact that we got into the conference finals and that we were going to have, a first-time champion for, one of the main stars, I mean, I think it's great. I mean, look, we've lived throughout, generations of the NBA. And, again, it's a star-driven league and everything.
Absolutely.
But, look, it's more about that. Like, I mean, we saw with the Thunder and the Pacers, like, it's a team sport game now. Like, the era of the big three and really the big collection of stars, it's really a thing of the past now. And, again, like you said, Smitty, we watched two great teams play basketball for 7 games.
They both went 10 deep.
10 deep.
10 deep. Nobody does that anymore.
Nobody does that anymore.
And that's the reason that they got there, because they were able to just outrun these teams, outwork them, be fresh enough down the stretch of these games. Both of these teams, like they're not playing 10 players because they have to. They're playing 10 players because they can and they should, because the 8th, 9th, and 10th guys on their benches can absolutely play and would probably be the 6th, 7th, and 8th man on other teams in this league. So they're in a unique position now where, like, especially Indiana, they're obviously, I believe, a first apron team. They're going to be a hard cap at the start of the second apron, but they're like not paying like exorbitant contracts out to a lot of these guys. Like I think, like Siakam's not making a super max or anything like that. Halliburton will eventually get a big deal, but he's still going to be on that. He's on the rookie scale extension, which was signed a couple of years ago. So that's still a pretty low salary figure, all things considered, as the cap goes up. Miles Turner's due for the extension. We'll see how that goes, because they probably won't be able to make too many moves like externally this offseason. So they're probably going to want to bring Turner back, even though he kind of stunk it up in the playoffs. But Look, man, they're gonna be around for years to come. It's unfortunate that Halliburton tore the Achilles. Celtics fans, we know very well about that. Warriors fans do very well too know about that back in 2019. So it's unfortunate for them, but I think they are poised to be around for a good while.
That they are. And look, I mean, all the best to Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, it was truly an unfortunate situation. Like, no one wanted him to go down by any means. And, we wish him the best in his recovery. And, the Achilles tear is definitely not an easy one to come back from. It's derailed a lot of careers across the sports world, and we wish nothing but the best for Tyrese Halliburton.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. Colin, I love what you did here. Love that you combined it.
Loving it combining. Also, I'm making a deal here. If we get to 250 likes, I'm gonna take a shot here because I'm down to party. We're gonna be live again, like we said, for the entirety of round 2. If we get to 250 likes by the time the Suns actually make their pick of Rasheer Fleming, I'll take a shot. I'll get the party started. Let's get some drinks flowing. I'm down to party if you guys are down to party.
Hell yeah, love that. Matter of fact, they're not putting anybody on the clock yet. If we get on either channel a $20 super chat by the time the Celtics are on the clock, I will take down a beer shotgun. We have a draft day deal where all draft long, it will be $50 beer shotguns throughout the stream. I do have a weigh-in in there for that. But from now until when the Celtics are on the clock, we will be running $25 shotgun.
Ooh!
If you guys want to get done, I got
a little shotgun.
I got 2 Happy Dads right here, and they're kind of cold, so that would be a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, not sure what kind of Happy Dad guy you were. I just went with I think it was cherry, and then
I can get them down. I can get them all down.
Yeah.
My least favorite, I think, is the watermelon.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a big grape guy.
Grape, I overdrank really bad when it came out. I love the grape.
You love the grape one?
Yeah, dude. When it came out, I think my senior year of college, was 21, drink responsibly.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it came out my senior year of college, and I was just dusting those things. They actually had them for the first time at my local college dive bar, which never has like the White Claw or High Noon or any of those, seltzers or vodka sodas. They ended up just getting Happy Dads out of nowhere one time, and that's when I first had it. It was unbelievable. Oh my God.
It's unbelievable, baby.
Can't believe it.
Unbelievable. We'll get you on screen.
Son of a gun, Ed Robbins.
So is that...
That's going to be 6.
That's... Celtics today is running away with it, baby.
Uh-oh. Warriors today, how will you respond? The race is on. The Celtics Today channel is up 9-0.
9-0, baby.
Now, if the Warriors Today chat, I'll throw out this flash deal right here. If the Warriors Today chat sends in a $50 super chat, or we get to $50 in super chats by the time the Celtics are on the clock, that'll be 10 points.
Woo-hoo. I like it.
10 points.
Ed Robbins says, get drinking, Smitty.
All righty, Ed. Ed, your wish is my command, Mike. Well, wait. We need a 5.
We need a 5.
Ed, if you send it a 5, I take it down. I don't want to bend the rules here. I love you, Ed, but I did say $25.
He did say 25.
So if you send it a 5, I'll take it down. Easy money, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. All right.
For now, that's 6 points in the Celtics draft hat race.
Yes. All right.
W Ed, I appreciate you, bro. Everybody show love to Ed Robbins in the Celtics chat.
Shout out to you. We're at 211 likes.
211? Okay. 211.
I think. I'm not the greatest math student.
We're at 213 now.
213 now. All right. So we're roughly there.
Let's go. We're almost there. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
And somebody decided to
throw it up.
To oop the alley.
Yeah, there we go. Oop the alley. Oop the alley, man.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
Oh, they're coming in.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
my
baby.
Goodness.
Oh,
y'all are real ones.
Y'all are absolutely killing it, man. What a display right now. What are Celtics up to now?
Warriors today, how will you respond?
I mean, hold on. That's
a 1, and then I think a 1.
Yeah, 1.
And then another, then that would be.
So there's 2.
That would be 7. 7 for JUCO main.
And then another 1. So that's 9 in total. So they're up to 18.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh, baby.
Uh-oh. We'll get those chats on screen, but here's the updated scoreboard. Celtics today, they came to play, baby.
They came to play. That's unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable.
So Warriors today, how will you respond? If somebody in there sends a 20, you know it's going to be a 6er, and you'll be almost on the way there. Let's get through these Celtics super chats, though. Shout out to Jamari Gabriel Berg saying, Comforter! Yo, dreams would be real right now. Mark Tatum is out there introducing the draft right now, so we are underway. Suns are on the clock. And then Juco Main coming in saying, drink up. Juco, you are an absolute legend, my friend. Thank you so much for supporting the show today. It's about that time, I guess. I guess I'm taking one down. Do we have something I could practice with? Is there a marker or something in there?
I was going to say, I got keys.
Keys? You got keys on you?
Keys can work.
Keys will work.
Keys can work.
If you got keys on you, that's absolutely going to play.
That'll work. Oh.
It's all good there?
Yep. You're good.
Alrighty.
Safe to say I might be driving tonight if need be, but we're all good. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. Cleanest break in the business. Tyler Smith. Shout out to you.
I got splash zoned. I can't lie. I can't take credit for that one. I got a little splash zone there. It's not going to make a stain, but it is. I am going to smell like pineapple now.
There we go. There we go. Warriors fans are asking about the trade that they make. I can throw it up on screen here real quick.
Throw that up on screen while I take this down. Shout out to my guy, Juco Main and Ed Robbins.
So, and this is also okay. So this is not okay. So this is Ed Robbins. Here we go. Dunn and Raiders. Yeah. So this trade went down shortly
before we went live.
And Phoenix receives the number 41 overall pick in exchange for 52 and 59, and Golden State. They're going to be here for a minute. Let's do it.
Cheers to Ed Robbins, and cheers to Juco Main. Y'all are absolute legends. Let's go C's. But how are you going to respond, Dub Nation?
Let's go. Taking it down. Easy money. Light work.
First time, long time that was, by the way, folks.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I've been on the Giants, weekly live show a couple times, but we haven't gotten into the drinking too much of that on that program. Colin, would you like to hand me the trash can?
I got you. Yeah, I'm going to take myself off screen in a second. You ready for the NBA draft? To get started. I mean, good Lord.
Please support. I mean, Minnesota. Oh, yeah, no, it's not Minnesota. Again, with the ESPN
exactly.
Nonsense. Yeah.
Exactly.
I was getting caught last night doing this.
Literally.
Here. It's more difficult when I think it's literally just the on-the-clock graphic and when the player actually comes out. Because then I kind of realize, like, oh, okay, this pick's, going to that team. But the on-the-clock graphic is the one that's cooking me the most.
Yes, it is.
But we have the right one right here. Phoenix on the clock. So I'm just going to pay attention to the screen. I literally barely watched last night. I'm not going to lie. Like, I only watched when the picks were coming across the stage. And even then, like, in the middle of the draft, I wasn't even doing that all that much. I was kind of just looking at my my Twitter timeline and going through the people that were tipping the picks out there. Dude, it was crazy. You had obviously Fisher tipped a couple, I think. And then you had Brett Siegel was cooking. Michael Scotto was cooking. Scotto was on fire for a while. I think he low-key slowed down toward the end.
He did. You know who actually was cooking for me, believe it or not? Goodman.
Yes, I knew. I was about to go there next. Jeff Goodman was on fire. It was crazy.
Fire.
Jeff Goodman announcing draft picks last night. It was wild.
Yes, thank you.
Cool.
Shout out to Brett Scott coming in here.
I am also gonna see what that's all about. As 1:15 left on the clock here for Phoenix. We'll see what they end up doing.
Given all indication, it should be Rasheer Fleming, who they've got on screen right now.
Sick.
What are you getting, Beast, by the way?
What at DM?
No, I was just curious. Like,
oh, what do you mean?
No, I was just curious what you're getting. What are you thinking?
Oh, what am I getting here?
What are you getting here, Beast?
Oh man, they got some good stuff on tap. I'll say this: Marshall loves this spot. I bet you this is his doing.
Would not shock me.
Damn. Do I get? Yeah, wings are a little expensive. I don't know if I want to do a 6-piece.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Yeah. We don't want to bankrupt the company here with some dinner orders.
Yeah, very true. The pick is apparently in.
Shit, yo, I might be doing these brisket sliders. That sounds so gas.
Ooh, where are the sliders at? What?
Brisket sliders, bro. 3 sliders filled with barbecue brisket, a pickle slice, and fried jalapeno onion strings.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Fucking gas. Yo.
I'm doing that.
Yup. They got soups and salads, sandwich. Oh, they got mad sandwiches though. Shit, there's so much to offer here. Pick 31 is in. It's gonna be Rasheer Fleming. We all know now.
Okay, we send it to just send it to him?
Yeah, right. It's not. Are we in a cart or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll just get those sliders. I'm cool with that.
Same with me. Oh, wait.
Yep,
It says
Fleming's formally announced there.
He says send order here. Oh, send it in.
Yeah,
DM,
yeah.
It is Fleming.
The only issue, well, how much of these? Yeah, it is Rasheer Fleming here. Yeah, all of the sandwiches are affordable, but yeah, I don't know. I'm cool
man.
with the brisket slider. That's fun. We live in Texas, so brisket sliders are good as shit down here.
Yeah.
What did Coop send me? This clown. Shout out to you guys. If you're having a good time enjoying our draft coverage tonight, hit that thumbs up icon. The Celtics are on the clock officially, so lock the fuck in.
Yep. Get ready to lock in, man. Get ready to get locked in, man. Do you want to be surprised for this?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
This is a fucking massive pick.
Yep.
Who do you want to draft? It's our poll question right now. Kalkbrenner or Reynaud? Who is your guy? RK or MR? Who do you got?
Who do you want the Celtics to draft?
Let us know. Who should Boston sub in the game?
I'm changing it. I'm changing it.
That's hilarious. I thought I have one. I think I have one. Name a player the Celtics should draft.
I was sitting there looking. I just read only did. It's all good.
You're good.
We're all
Who should
good.
Boston draft with this pick at 31? Let me know in the chat. 3:10 left on the clock here for the C's. We gotta go, big man.
Gotta go, man.
Jamari, I'm all over Kalkbrenner. If it's not Kalkbrenner, I might crash.
There we go.
Is it Reynaud? Is it Kalkbrenner? I don't give a shit. Just give me one of them. Come on.
There we go, man.
They're both first-round talents. I'm telling you right now. They're both first-round talents.
There we go. There we go.
Who we got? RK's in the chat. MR. So I low-key thought we drafted RK Kalkbrenner last night because mad people were flooding the chat with just like Kalkbrenner, or RK, all that stuff, bro. Reynaud. We're getting RKs. I think the Boston Celtics should win it.
Oh my God.
What, is it in?
The Celtics trade the pick.
Why? No!
The Celtics trade the pick to Orlando.
What are we doing?
Orlando's taking Noah Penda.
All right. Well, where do they pick? 35, 36, somewhere. Where the hell is Orlando? They're not even on deck. I don't even see them. They're not even close.
Oh.
What are we doing?
Unbelievable. Good.
Why are we trading the pick? Kalkbrenner's staring you in the eyes. You've got to be shitting me. Where is this trade? I don't see this. Who reported it?
Goodman.
Goodman?
It was Goodman.
Jeff effing Goodman? He is low-key got Celtics tapped. He is Celtics tapped.
Oh.
We don't even know what they got back. Well, what pick does Orlando have right now?
Let me look. Here, I'll just take these off. We can go through the selections. I'm trying to see.
Son of a gun, bro. Both our teams today. Warriors, Celtics, both making second-round draft trades.
It does not look like.
Yeah, there's another play here. We're getting Banchero the GOAT for sure. I would love that. That's Duke Blue Pride.
Look like we were ready to get locked. Okay, so the Celtics are trading 32 to the Magic for 46, 57, and a 2026 second rounder, and a 2027 second rounder.
We got 4 picks out of it?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Brad. Hell yeah, Brad. Ha. Brad Stevens is the GOAT! The GOAT! 4 picks for 1? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, that's what Shams just reported.
What? Yo! He's done miracles on me. He's done miracles on me.
Come on, Sammy.
There isn't a better general manager in the game. I totally flipped because I wanted to call up Brenner. This guy just got 4 fucking seconds for 1. Are you kidding?
Wow.
Oh, my God.
And Penda headed to Orlando.
Noah Penda headed to Orlando. He is a Celtics draft target for me. Good player. This is going to be like Desmond Bane, isn't it? This is going to be just like Bane. He's going to go out there, wear the Celtics hat, all the bullshit.
There's Penda.
Noah Penda, future All-Star. Book it. Book it. So they wanted 30. Oh, really? Okay. Apparently they wanted Rasheer Fleming.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, here's the full trade. In case you are just now tuning in, the Celtics traded away pick number 32 in exchange for 46, 57, 2026 second-round pick, and a 2027 second-round pick.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a haul for 32.
Brad Stevens is a wizard. He's a wizard.
Wow.
Brad Stevens is a wizard.
Wow.
He runs laps around this fucking league. Nah. I'm good on, like, honestly, if they didn't like Kalkbrenner, they didn't like Kalkbrenner. So, fine by me.
All right. So we did get this super chat in from Jamar. This is from the Celtics chat.
Yeah, and then he followed it up with another.
Kalki, no!
Kalki, no! Look, man, I wanted him. But you don't pass that up.
No, you don't
pass it up.
You don't. It was a good deal.
You'd be stupid
not to take that deal.
If I knew that deal was on the table and they still took Kalkbrenner, I would be happy they took him, but I'd be like, Brad, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like that is a very Brad Stevens thing to do. Just like go get more value than you have in your disposal right now.
Kalki, no.
Kalki, no. Look, man, he hasn't been picked yet. We got what? 12 selections left? 12 picks left. Come on. Let's start the fall. Start the slide.
Start the slide,
the slide for Kalkbrenner. Shit, there's teams that are going to try to get him.
There are.
I would have loved the Warriors to get him at 41 if they stayed pat. There's a very solid chance he might be there right now.
Maybe, man.
Reynaud or Kalkbrenner is going to be there at 41, I think.
Yeah. No, he will be.
One of them will be.
One of them.
They are the number one and number two right now, but we're going to see a slide for one of those guys right here. We've already seen it. They were projected to go late first round, or maybe some had them early second, but
nope.
Most of the mocks I saw had those guys in the 25 to 30 range. Alrighty. You know what we should do, Colin? I have an idea. I saw that. It was the shout out your favorite team one.
Yep.
How about this? Both chats spam your Shams and spam your GS. Oh, you know what? We'll do BOS and GSW. So it's the same number of initials. And we will spam each side. And we'll go into a deep dive about what we think. Because both teams now have 2 second-round picks.
Yep.
So we'll go into a deeper dive over whichever team has the higher chat rate over the next minute.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that should be fun. I'm excited to do that.
Here, let me cook some up here. Oh my!
You got it.
Let's do it, man. I like that, man.
Yeah, and if some of you like, we got Billy Durham already in the building, getting it started. Celtics today, spam those BOSs if you guys want to go. Yeah, I got to change the poll now. That's a good idea, DeMarcus.
That's a great idea.
I don't even know what to change it to be honest. And I got to change it now Warriors too. I don't think we're doing a poll. What's the poll?
What's the poll?
What's the poll? Like I don't know who's going to be available at 46, 52, 57, and 59. This is horse shit. What are we doing? Oh my God, man. Represent. Type your BOS. Type your GSW. For the next minute, we are going to rapid fire and see who has the higher chat rate, and we will talk about those teams' potential 2 draft selections. We'll go in depth for some targets that could be available toward the tail end of the draft. Go ahead. Minute starts right now. Let's go.
Let's go.
And it's very similar. We got 278 in the Celtics chat, 265 in the Warriors chat. Get them going.
This is an even race, man.
This is an even race. You guys equally have a equal shot here to get it going.
Let's go.
I'm gonna put them in the chat myself, so we get them going a little bit.
Let's go.
Golden State over here as well.
Let's go. We got Ryan. We got Billy.
How
we got
bad do you want it?
Lore, Ryan, Omar, Lore, Reese, Edmill, Ball Boy. We got Snooty, Retro, Tonito, Snooty, Legoat, Retro, Snooty, Jarbor. I'm not sure what Smitty's doing. Jamani.
Turn to this fan.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Rick, Ballboy, Billy, Robert, Charlicia. We got Retro, Star Wars, Edmal, Ballboy, Billy, Robert, Retro, Ryan Wong, Cade, Lima. Let's keep these chat rates going, man. It's
Come on,
down to the final
Celtics
bit.
today. I don't see you moving.
Come on,
Celtics today. I don't see you guys moving. Get active, baby. Let's go.
The Warriors chat's winning, I think, right now. Come on, Boston. You got to step it up, man.
How bad do you want it?
Represent your squad down below.
Come on.
Jarbor, Robert. We got Billy, the Blue Kingdom, Lore, Blue Kingdom, Star Wars, Retro. Come on, clock's ticking, man. Clock's ticking.
Clock is ticking.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Whenever the chat rate, I got my eyes on both of them right now, and I see them update.
They're going crazy right now.
Come on.
They're going crazy. Star Wars, Grimy, PJ, Tyman. What up, Tyman? JF. We got Billy, Lima, Reese, Martinez.
I see them both. Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking.
Let's
Hello.
go. All right, it's 73-55 right now. Now that we're both in a rhythm, let's go. Let's go. Next minute is the one to win it. Let's go, baby. BOS or GSW? Who do you got?
Who do you got?
Who's the better fan base?
Who do you got, man?
Who's the better fan base?
Don't give up now. It's the final seconds. Let's go. Let's go.
Celtics today, you got less subscribers than Warriors today. Show your pride in the comments right now. Let's go. Dubs, I see them flying.
Let's go. Let's go. Keep it going, man. Keep it going.
This is going to be tight. It's already tight. 73-55 is very, very close.
Very close.
Oh, yeah. They're both kirking right now.
They're kirking up, man. And Sion James goes to the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a Hornets guy now. Oh, yeah.
Sion James, the forward out of Duke, heads to Charlotte.
Wow. They're having a hell of a draft.
They really are, man.
They're having a hell of a draft over in Charlotte, man. I might have to eat some of my words. There is what should I say? I guess new leadership running the ship in Charlotte as of late. And is this the same front office that took John Salon last year?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing in the past 365. By the way, Warriors today ended up on top, 209-147.
Oof.
You guys absolutely killed it. Shout out to y'all. This has been a fun stream so far, and now we wait. Now we wait for a while as both of these teams are picking in the final 15 selections. Two apiece.
Absolutely wild, man. Wow.
Oh wow. So I'm headed to Nashville this weekend.
Nice.
And my mom just texted me, too bad you're not in Nashville tonight, Country Music Awards Festival.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe I wonder if that's like, I bet you they're going to be bobbing around this weekend. We'll probably see, maybe see a couple famous people in the bars, some famous country singers. Taylor Swift was there last night.
Ooh.
Dude.
That's crazy.
You know Kane Brown?
Yes.
Kane Brown was just doing a pretty small, intimate, like bar venue.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift just comes out and performs.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable, baby.
Shake it off on acoustic guitar. It was awesome.
Awesome.
Look,
awesome.
As much as you might want to, if you think I'm a sissy for liking Taylor Swift, eat one, dude.
Eat
Taylor
one,
Swift
dude.
is fire. Taylor Swift is tough, especially the hits. I don't like listening to all the lovey-dovey, he's the worst man ever songs. But the bangers are bangers, absolutely. And if you guys want to get hooked up with some fresh gear, that is NBA draft related, but it doesn't even have any NBA draft logos around it or anything like that. So this is a 365-day-a-year hat for you. You guys get hooked up with a Celtics draft hat. This is the one that I believe they're actually wearing. I thought originally they were going to be wearing the solid colored ones. We've seen the white with the colored brim is the one that the players are walking across the stage with. You guys can get yours today at this link right here, chatsports.com/2025 draft hats. I think this is one of the better ones they've done in recent memory with the script on the cap there. So go get yours today. Get a Warriors one, get a Celtics one, all at this link. It's in the comments and the chat right now of today's stream. Go get your Celtics or Warriors 2025 NBA draft cap right now. I think it's fresh, man.
It looks good, man.
Yeah.
It looks good, man.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Shout out to y'all for representing.
That was fun. That was fun.
That was a good
time. Let's talk about it. There was a reason we did that. Let's talk about the Warriors picks here. 52 and 59. So how about we go through the big board?
Yes.
How deep does it go? Because we can go maybe like to the 12 to 15 range here.
Yeah,
I see who's going to be around those selections.
Oh!
On the board!
We got somebody on the board, baby.
Let's go.
The Warriors fans have entered the building. Let's go.
Omar,
my guy. What up, man? What up? What up?
I love this because I love talking about this. This is my favorite thing to talk about in the whole wide world.
And with
I talk about it every single day.
And how many points is that for the Warriors? That should be
3-point goal.
3-point goal. So the Warriors are now on the board. Oh,
dude, we traded. The Celtics traded. This is the most ridiculous thing ever. Both teams have 2 picks. They're all in the final 15 picks.
Yeah,
Pick a player.
it is.
Whatever
It is
you want.
insane.
Whatever you want. Just take a guy. Take a guy. Although Golden State, look, they took a player at 52 last year who was playing down the stretch of the regular season, big time minutes, Quentin Post. Dude, I don't know if he's gonna be there, man.
Yeah.
Look, if he slides, I'm all over it. But
All right, the clock just hit
We'll
0
see.
for Charlotte, by the way.
oh, we have our first buzzer beater of the draft.
So we'll see if they actually
Wait,
made the
are they
pick.
back to back here?
They were back to back. Yes,
Oh, look at this. Tyrese Proctor on the way.
maybe,
Could you imagine they just bring the whole Duke squad?
maybe.
Alrighty. Shout out to my guy Omar Vergara
Maybe.
here. $10 super chat. That's 3 points up on the board in the super chat battle between Celtics today and Warriors today. 18-3 right now. Celtics today leads, but I've seen the Celtics blow 15-point leads before. Trust me, I have. Omar says, is there anyone else besides Miami, Chicago that I've been calling about Jonathan Kuminga? Also, what's the dream free agent pick and what's the realistic one? I love this.
Love it.
This is, you know what? Omar's doing our job for us.
Yes,
We're
he
gonna talk
is.
about the Warriors, and look, it's pretty tough to speculate who's going to be there at 52 and 59 right now. So let's talk about this in the sense of Golden State. As far as Kuminga interest goes, I really haven't seen much as far as other teams' interest. Could Brooklyn end up wanting him with, the way that they drafted this past year? Like, they didn't really get much wing help outside of Drake Powell, and I'm not so sure how quickly he'll translate. What happened?
Dream is dead.
He's gone.
Yep.
Ryan Kalkbrenner to the Charlotte Hornets.
He's done.
It was always a pipe dream. It was always a pipe dream.
When you made the trade, you knew.
You know.
You knew.
They passed on him. They
did.
Is what it is. Is what it is. Kalkbrenner goes 34th to the Hornets.
I know this stinks for you, Smitty. I really like the Hornets draft.
They're awesome. They're murdering it right now.
They're killing the game.
They're murdering this draft.
They are killing it right now.
This is this is awesome. They're getting instant contributors too, man.
Really smart drafting by the Charlotte Hornets, in my opinion. Oh my God. Didn't want to get you from your train of thought, but that is the official as the news there.
Yeah. All right. As far as Jonathan Kuminga goes, no. I think Miami's in the driver's seat right now. But if it's a straight up if it's a 2-team straight up deal for a sign and trade, I don't love what Miami can bring back. And you think about a package of maybe a Kyle Anderson who would come back to Golden State after they signed him last offseason. And I think the Warriors would be very happy to do that. They had to include him in the Jimmy Butler trade. But at the same time, he didn't get a ton of his role was a little bit inconsistent to start the season. Could he be packaged with like a Jaime Jaquez?
Maybe, yeah. If you're in love with that kind of player,
that's probably the best you're gonna get in this scenario. I don't think they're gonna give up Nikola Jovic. They didn't give him up for Durant, so they're not gonna give him for Kuminga.
Nope.
And a Wiggins deal would be very, very tough to materialize. You have to include Moody for that, which I would do personally. I would do it. Some people were speculating last night. I was reading Warriors Twitter, and they were talking about how Wiggins wouldn't fit in this current Warriors mold, and I push back on that a little bit. Yes, you would have to include Moody, and that would kind of take your really only 2-guard away. But I think the Warriors are going to re-sign. So as far as realistic Warriors free agent target, because this kind of couples into this conversation, DeAnthony Melton, I believe, is going to be re-signed by the Golden State Warriors this offseason. It was a perfect pairing last year. Unfortunately, tore his ACL in November. Hopefully, he can remain healthy, but Golden State will get him on a much cheaper deal this time around. I bet you it's going to be that biannual exception that the Warriors have at their disposal, $5.1 million. So I could see Melton coming back here on a cheap deal. And hopefully he's healthy because he's getting absolutely a contributor for Golden State here. Good point of attack defender, can bring the ball up and hit the outside shot. I like Melton a lot. Dream free agent target to me, I would say either Bobby Portis, Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Yeah, Walker's huge,
he's kind of the marquee mid-level free agent to me this offseason.
He's a winning ball player, man.
Absolutely winning ball player. He can handle the rock a little bit underratedly as well. He did some initiation for the Timberwolves. I think I'm missing somebody right now. I'm gonna go to. I did a video. I think you can go back to this on Warriors today. I did a Warriors free agent targets video a little bit ago. Oh, Santi Aldama. I would
Ooh.
love Santi Aldama on the Warriors. He would absolutely. That's maybe a dream. He's pretty young still too. 7-footer, but plays like a wing. Could put the ball on the deck. Is aggressive. We all know what he did against Golden State. He was a complete hack in that play-in game. They played against the Grizzlies. Like, I want that on my team. Like, if the league's gonna play into, here we go. This is my first dig at Cullen of the night. If the league's gonna play into your bullshit of hacking everybody up and down the floor all day, then I want hacks on my team too.
Hey, get tougher, man. Get tougher. Get tougher, man.
Yep. Get in the weight room.
We're gonna force the refs to make a call, man. Hey, lean into it.
But that's the thing, like,
lean into it.
You force them to make the call, but if you're doing it so much, you're not gonna foul out the entire team.
Exactly.
They're not going to. So, like,
exactly.
Maybe that brings a little bit more physicality back to the NBA game. Maybe other teams are gonna follow suit and say, you know what, we need to start punching guys in the mouth a little bit, figuratively, of course.
A little physicality never hurt nobody.
Absolutely. Look, the best teams in this league.
Listen,
are the most physical ones.
Listen. I mean, if you watch a Thunder game, it's no secret that the Thunder are active defensively. I mean, you don't force that many turnovers in what was it, game one? I think it was like 19 turnovers in the first half of game one,
and they lost.
They did. But again, you don't force that many turnovers without being, a physical team. So if you get those guys on your team, absolutely, you should 100% shoot.
And credit to the Thunder, man. Like, they have like the best collection of archetypes that you want on the roster. Like, they have the Dort archetype. They have the J-Dub. Like, they have the Caruso, who's able to switch with those guys all the time defensively. He can realistically guard like 1 through 4. Really Caruso can.
Dub can guard some fives.
Aaron Wiggins can guard.
All of them, yeah.
Kenrich Williams can guard. Like, and all those guys that I just named can switch with each other on
100%.
any single opportunity. So, and then you have, like, obviously Chet as the roamer, the free safety back there is elite defensively. They honestly crumbled without him on the floor on that end. Obviously,
they did.
He wasn't the greatest offensively, but they needed him, no doubt about it. He had the highest plus minus in the entire series.
100%. No, yeah, and look, and it provides versatility and defensive switching. I mean, it's a hell to deal with, man. 76ers pick is in. I'm not seeing it anywhere. We're going to check the big board here in a second, probably after this pick.
Cool. Yeah, because we're going to be...
oh, it's... oh, my God. Chip's freaking out. It's Johnny Broom.
Johnny Broom to the Sixers! Not an NBA player! Not an NBA player! Johnny Broom! Oh,
Broom to the Sixers!
What an L! What an L!
To the Sixers!
Ooh, this is funny. So this is where, like, the things kind of get meta between the Celtics and the Warriors chat. I just got a comment from King of Boston saying, we need Kuminga. I'll tell you what right now, Celtics fans. No, the fuck you don't. No, you do not.
Oh, my goodness, man. Wow.
That's crazy.
That's
Broom.
Wow.
I don't project him as an NBA player. And before I didn't really he tested so poorly at the combine.
Right.
He never really he's a college player. This is a different archetype a little bit. This is Perry Ellis.
Yeah.
He was a great college player, put up great stats, played forever, but just not an NBA player.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay, man.
That's totally okay. Johnny Broom's probably a millionaire. If you guys didn't know that. He's probably a millionaire.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he probably made $1 million this past year. So
he'll be, a nice, G League player, probably plays overseas.
Yeah, and you know what? I won't completely trash him. Yes, I just did the L dance on Jake Chipper. Very funny. But there are guys that we have seen have this, uber college production. Doesn't look like they're going to translate to the NBA. And then, a couple guys end up surprising us, right? Drew Timme, for instance, grinded it out in the G League. And we've seen him put up double-doubles for the Brooklyn Nets this past year. Yeah, they're empty stats, but still proves he deserves to be in the league.
Yeah. I mean, again, he was one of those kind of hustled, try-hard guys from Gonzaga that...
Yeah. And then maybe Broom isn't exactly that because he's not exactly super mobile. Yeah. But still, like, that archetype, it has worked. Like, Luka Garza. Like, I'm not saying that he gets crazy rotation minutes, but he's on a bench in the NBA. Like,
yeah.
It's not impossible for him to translate, but it is going to be difficult with his athletic stature and lateral quickness.
They just lit the 35th pick on fire from our Jake Chipper. Chip.
Oh, really?
Oh, he is getting cooked in production. He is getting cooked. Oh, my goodness. By the way, you also were getting cooked a little bit earlier. I don't know if you saw that.
What? No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. You might want to scroll up in production. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, but Broom is the pick for the Philadelphia 76ers. They're at number 35.
Yo, that's absurd.
Absurd, by the way. Absurd. Let's run through the big board here. I'll get that on screen. We can talk about who's still left on the board for both the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics. So
Yes. You want to run through those real quick, brother?
Yep. We've got the wing out of Arkansas here. Thiero, who, I think he's a very versatile wing. He can shoot the ball. He's a 3-and-D guy. He's going to be a really interesting pick. He is ranked 22nd on Rolly's big board. We got Tyrese Proctor, who we've kind of highlighted. Another Dookie here, second here on Rolly's big or best available. Cam Jones, the guard out of Marquette. We got Maxime Reynaud, who I'm not, again, man, the further he slips, he's going to be a big contributor, I think, at the next level. He's still on the board here, available. We got Amari Williams, the big out of Kentucky. Javon Small, the guard out of West Virginia. Kobe Brea, the wing out of Kentucky. Kobe Sanders, the guard out of Nevada. We got R.J. Luis, the wing out of St. John's. We got Vladislav Golden out of Michigan.
Vlad Golden. I wonder if he'll get taken today. I wouldn't mind that for Boston. I wouldn't mind that for Golden State either, to be quite honest. They both teams need a big, and he can protect the rim.
Yeah, absolutely. And
right underneath him there, Chaz Lanier, sharpshooter out of Tennessee. Wouldn't mind that at all. He's not exactly a shot creator, but at the end of the day, I think Golden State just needs more shooting on their roster.
Which is crazy to say in this day and age, right?
Oh, my God. Like, the fact that they do not surround Steph with other shooters is just, it's asinine. It really is silly. And especially when Golden State, before last season, said they want to be one of the highest volume three-point shooting teams in the league. They were, but they were not one of the most efficient, I'll tell you that much. Very, very true. John Tonje, Wisconsin, not the biggest fan of his. I just think he's kind of a not great at anything kind of guy. Michael Peavy, he is an interesting player. Can get downhill, but also shot 40% on 4 attempts from three-point range this year. Previously, it only shot 2.6 attempts was his career high.
The Lakers are trading up for the number 36 overall pick.
Here comes Reynaud.
Yeah.
Here comes Reynaud.
Wow.
Reynaud to the Lakers. I'll already confirm it.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much a slam dunk. We got Mike Piff coming in with a super chat.
Oh, boy. Things are getting steamy now. Woo-wee! Things are getting steamy now. And I know Celtics fans, a lot of them dipped after the pick was traded, naturally. But I respect and admire all 189 people that are still rocking with us over at Celtics Today by Chat Sports. We got 300 people rocking and rolling with us over at Warriors Today. And my guy Mike Piff in the building just sent in a super chat. We'll get that on the board in the super chat battle that's going on here between the two channels. So shout out to Mike Piff for helping it out.
Wow. Look at that. All right, we'll get this pick up
Mike
here.
Piff, as well as, Omar as well. And everybody who sent in a super chat for the Celtics Today channel, make sure you guys stick around because we'll be doing a raffle for whichever side of the equation wins the super chat battle, the super chat scoring battle, I will call this, because it's not exactly just your standard who could send in more money and all that stuff. No, we're not. What?
Thiero
to the Lakers.
Wow.
Honestly, you know what? Good.
Don't hate it.
That's a good pick for them.
I don't hate it at all.
They don't yes, they have Jared Vanderbilt. He also gets pretty hurt from time to time, right? They needed another defending wing.
They do.
And at this point in his career, is LeBron going to be giving you 110%
no.
in a regular season on that end? Probably not. So that's honestly a very solid addition for them. I would have liked to see him maybe go to LA, try to model his game around Kawhi, because it kind of has that game to him a little bit.
Little bit. Yeah.
He's a little bit bigger, I think.
Yeah, he looks pretty physical, man.
Yeah.
He's a stockier guard.
And,
wow. And in a draft where a lot of Lakers fans thought they were going to go center, they take the wing out of Arkansas.
The Laker fans can't be happy about it. Even if he's a good player, they can't be happy about it.
Yeah. Did average 15 last year in his junior season at Arkansas.
And I'll say this, he is a player and started his first 2 years at the University of Kentucky, followed Coach Calipari to Fayetteville, and a player who's gotten better every single season, and that is huge. He's gotten more efficient every single season with more volume as well. So, Thiero, you are a Los Angeles Laker. I think it's a good pick for them, but I think Laker fans are also delusional, and they probably will hate the pick just because it wasn't a center. But shout out to Mike Piff sent the super chat. I'm a big fan of your channel, big Warriors fan. By the way, Steph is the GOAT. This is for you, my man. You're an absolute legend, my friend. Thank you so much for contributing to the program tonight. And that will get 3 more points on the board. A 3-point goal for the Golden State Warriors. Here that cuts the lead to 12. Cuts the lead to 12. Celtics today, will you respond? Warriors today, will you continue to cut into this lead? Every $5 super chat that you guys send in will be worth 1 point. But if you send in a $10 super chat, that's going to be worth 3 points, a 3-point goal. And at the end of the stream, at the end of the draft, we will see whoever has the most points between Warriors today and Celtics today. We'll run a raffle for whoever sent any super chat on those sides, and we will give away either Warriors or Celtics NBA draft hat for 2025. So Warriors today, we can make it happen. If somebody sends in 4 $10 super chats, you'll be there. Or 2 20s. 2 20s or a 50, and you'll be there. If you send in a $50 super chat, we'll call that worth 12. 12 points. I know I said 10 earlier, and then I kind of realized in my head that was a little low. That was a little low.
All good,
so
all good.
A $50 super chat will be worth 10. 12. I'm sorry.
Here, do you want to just run through the upcoming picks?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that for a little bit as the Detroit Pistons are on the clock here at 37.
It says their pick is in. I'm going to see.
Their pick is in.
Let's see if
the Pacers will be picking at 38, the Raptors at 39, the Pelicans at 40, followed by the
Chaz Lanier going to the Pistons.
Chaz Lanier off the board. Look, I didn't expect him to be on the board for Golden State at 52.
Yeah, it's tough.
By the way, let me if you want to run through the teams,
yeah,
I'm gonna slack Brett because about the pick cut, I guess.
Go for it. Yeah. All right. Obviously, the Pistons just made their pick in Chaz Lanier. We've got the Pacers coming up next via the San Antonio Spurs. We've got the Raptors via the Sacramento Kings. Plus these picks, you're going to see a lot of Vias on the screen.
Oh yeah, Via so +1, +2s,
all of them. So we got the Pelicans there at pick number 40. We've got following that is the Phoenix Suns. Right there at pick 41. We'll go ahead and kind of skip a couple here. The Kings follow that up, followed by the Wizards, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Minnesota Timberwolves. We go here, Celtics at pick 46, so the first of Smitty's 2 channels. There at 46. We got the Bucks there at 47, the Grizzlies at 48, the Cleveland Cavaliers at pick 49. We got the New York Knicks. Oh.
Okay. 1 second. Keep going.
Yep. Knicks at 50. Clippers at 51. We got the Golden State Warriors there at pick 52. The Utah Jazz there at pick 53. Indiana Pacers at 54. The Chicago Bulls 55. 56. The Memphis Grizzlies 57. The Boston Celtics. And then to round things out with the final 2 picks, it's the Cavaliers at pick 58 and the Golden State Warriors with the last pick in the 2025 NBA draft at pick 59. All right. And Chaz Lanier was the pick for the Pistons, but Smitty, I think the Celtics fans heard the talk.
They did, and I was talking to Golden State fans, but man, the offer was open to everybody as we got a $50 super chat from Juco Maine. Juco Maine, absolute legend in the building. Thank you so much for the support on the channel, my man. Very, very appreciated. It helps me out a ton here with my work at Celtics Today and Chat Sports overall. So that is immense love, and you've been a real one for a while now. Hopefully you're back for next season, my friend. Juco Maine says, who do you think will be available at 46? Go Celtics. How about we go through it right now, my friend?
Yeah, let's do it.
How about we go through it right now? Oh. Shout out to Russell Owens. We'll get to your super chat in just a moment, my friend. Shout out to you. Putting some points up on the board for the Warriors. Now the Celtics lead 30-9. 30-9. Alrighty, best on the board right now. Maybe available at pick 46. You never know. Like, these guys could fall. Second round is very fluid. People are just kind of taking whoever their preference is at this point. But Tyrese Proctor available. Cam Jones, Maxime Reynaud still on the board. Amari Williams is there. Javon Small. I believe the Celtics worked him out. I'm not so sure if the Warriors did 100%. Kobe Brea. Is that a name that could be on the board at 52 for Golden State? I would love to see him get selected there. Kobe Sanders, I could see him maybe going to the Warriors as well. RJ Lewis from the St. John's Red Storm. He's a good, solid scorer on the wing. Vlad Golden, we talk about as a big who could be in the mix there. John Tonje, kind of a little bit two-way guard from Wisconsin. Micah Peavy, a little downhill scorer, and a little bit of an expanded three-point range for him this past year at Georgetown at pick or the 11th on Rolly's big board here. Rocco Zalarsky, not going to act like I know anything about him. Eric Dixon, though, the lefty out of Villanova, you can sense a trend here. I watch college basketball, not international play. And Eric Dixon is a solid lefty, a little bit of a Julius Randle light in a way. A little more slender of a player, but likes to get to that foul line extended right wing area in the mid-range and launch that lefty jumper. I like him a lot, and he fills up the stat sheet, no doubt about it. Hunter Salas from Wake Forest, he's solid as a guard and can score the basketball as well. Nope, we're not going to do 15. Izan Almansa at 16 here from Spain. Yeah, Serbia, we're not going there. I think it looks like his name says boob job.
Yep.
We like to have fun here, all right?
Yeah,
Look,
there
it's boob job Markovic. And hopefully the Celtics don't take him. I think the karma is going to result in them getting
probably
him out.
do. You probably just jinxed yourself.
I probably just jinxed myself here. So that's the top 16 best available. The Celtics will end up picking in 8 more picks here as Cam Jones just flew off the board to the San Antonio Spurs. They are dominating as well.
Yeah.
That's an unbelievable pick.
Now, here's the thing. It's not the San Antonio Spurs. It's the Indiana Pacers.
Oh, shit.
You got to look at the screen, Smitty.
Damn.
Got to look at the screen.
Damn.
San Antonio Spurs.
Shout out to my guy, Russell Owens, though. Cullen always keeping me in check. Shout out to him. Russell saying, Charlotte and Brooklyn are super active this draft. I feel like they both may be trading players currently on the roster soon. Who would be a reasonable target for the Dubs? Let's look at it. I'm going to go with Fanspo right here and just go look at maybe some deals that the Dubs could make here. Keep in mind, the Warriors do have an $8.8 million trade exception, so potentially you could see them maybe trade next year's first-round pick in order to acquire a player in that salary figure on either one of these teams. Let's look at Charlotte first. The Hornets, and I guess I could do side by side here, just make a little trade thing between Charlotte and Brooklyn here. The Brooklyn's got a lot of cheap deals.
A lot of cheap deals.
They don't have many guys they don't have anybody besides players $3.3 million and below that would fit into that trade exception. And I don't know if I would give up any of the Warriors' cheap contracts in order to acquire any of these guys. I mean, Keon Johnson or Dariq Whitehead would be the names that I would target over in Brooklyn. But again, they haven't taken many wings in this draft. I'm sure they still have something invested into those two players.
You would think.
Johnson more of a 2-guard, but again, I think Drake Powell is only 6'5" himself, so I'm not so sure how much 3 and 4 he's going to play. On the Hornets side of things, you could look at maybe Josh Green, Grant Williams. I'm not really super big fans of those players. Okay, here's a guy that I am in on for that trade exception. Josh Okogie.
Yes.
Josh Okogie, $7.7 million. I wouldn't give a first away, but I'd be cool with 2 seconds or something along those lines.
Yep. Okogie's a hell of a player, man.
And Okogie's a good player. I know that that probably might be a veteran type of leader that they want on that roster with a lot of the young talent that's coming in. But if they're willing to deal him, and I think that they are, I would be absolutely in on going and targeting Josh Okogie here. Maybe you could just throw a super protected first at them that ends up translating into second-round picks down the line. I'd be cool with that.
Maybe he's also like a deadline deal for next year. I mean, he could be like one of those players that they, depending on how the players look at the beginning of the season, they look to trade at the deadline next year.
And I don't think that the trade exception will expire before that deadline anyway, so we should be cool there. Yeah, I as far as there aren't a ton of names on those two teams, and for good reason. They're really bad teams, so they don't have a lot of really good players. And the ones they do, they don't really want to move off of those guys. So it would be difficult to make a deal, but out of those two teams, the name that I would target the most, Josh Okogie.
There we go.
Shout out to everybody who's in the building. Shout out to everybody who has sent in a super chat on tonight's stream. Celtics today up 30 points to 9. So a way that we could get this thing close real quick. Is there a way that we could get a 20-point super chat in here? I think it would have to take. If we get a $100 super chat, that's 30 points.
Yes,
that's 30 points.
Right.
$100 super chat is 30 points. So if Golden State could take the lead with a $100 super chat, if we got maybe I think.
So what would a 50 be?
So a 50 would 50. So 50's 12. That's true. So maybe we do 125.
Okay.
No. 130. 100 is 30. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the bigger super chat, you want to give the bigger incentive. So
yes, exactly.
So yeah, $50 super chat would be 12 entries, and then wait, that doesn't make sense because a $40 super chat would technically be 12. Okay. How about this? $50 super chat, 18, and $20 super chat is 30. That'll work.
Okay.
That'll work.
It'll play.
It'll play. And if the Warriors today chat sends in at 50, they're only 3 points behind Celtics today.
Yes.
So there's a way. If you guys want to, drop it down, then we can do that. If you guys want to cut the lead down, it's all up to you.
Let's see. Has anybody announced the pick?
Has anybody announced the pick?
For they're taking Elijah Martin.
Elijah Martin, Florida. He had one of the highlights of the NCAA tournament in the Final Four against Auburn. Nasty poster slam running baseline. That was a sick dunk. And it's funny enough, I was watching the game live out at a bar, and I went to the bathroom during when that play happened, but the speakers came through the bathroom, so all I hear is Iron Eagle saying, "Oh, Elijah Martin, a signature slam!" And I was like, "God damn it! I just missed an epic Iron Eagle call."
Oh man, at least you got the audio.
Absolutely,
gotta love it. But yeah, Elijah Martin heading to the Raptors. The Pelicans are now on the clock.
Pelicans now on the clock. So the plan for Celtics will do.
It'll be the cut.
Pick 46 cut.
Yep.
57 plus grades.
Yep.
After stream.
Yeah. For the Warriors.
Same deal essentially.
Yeah. It's just later and
later on.
They're just holding us, man.
They are. They're teasing us for sure.
They're teasing a little bit, man.
So the first player to come off the board, I believe, that didn't have a big cam.
No. Maybe I don't know if today. There was one yesterday that didn't.
Oh, there was one yesterday?
There was
Was it the Penn State cat?
The Frenchman. The
Joan Berenger?
Yeah, Berenger.
It was probably because Rolly has a second round grade on him. That's why he didn't get a big cam.
Well, also there was the wrong big cam yesterday. Yeah, Sam messed up.
Ooh.
No, we love Sam Brown.
Who was it? Tell me the secret.
It was actually Traore.
Oh, Traore?
Yeah, so Traore was in place of there, so.
Oh, for...
The only reason I call that is because Sam never makes mistakes, so when he actually does make one, you have to say it.
Yeah, I call him out.
The rest of us normal people, we make mistakes all the time.
Doesn't get talked about.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, listen, but yeah, Elijah Martin heads to the Raptors. Man, it's going to be interesting. Who do you... your gut feeling right now for the Celtics?
Yeah.
Celtics are coming up first. We'll talk about the Warriors here in a second. Celtics are coming up. We'll go through the big board again just to kind of show everybody.
5 picks, 6, yeah. So 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 40. 6 picks away.
All right. So here's the
6
best
selections for being on the clock. So anything on the board right now is in play for Boston, I think.
Yes.
Proctor's there. Reynaud's there. Could he slide 6 more picks? I doubt it. But we will see. Amari Williams, the big out of Kentucky. I haven't done much research on him, and I don't think he's all that great. Javon Small, he's been worked out by Golden State. No, I said by Boston earlier. He's been worked out by Boston for the second round, and we'll see if he ends up being the selection. I don't know how I'd feel about the Celtics taking another guard at this point, but we will see. I'm looking for a big slim pickings now at this point, though. Maxime Reynaud is the one player that I am kind of clinging on to here as a target at 46th overall. Kobe Brea, the wing out of Kentucky, that'd be a player that I'd be looking for to go to Golden State. I wouldn't be mad if he went to the Celtics, no doubt about it. Doesn't really project as a great defender overall, and the Celtics kind of just got a knockdown three-point shooter who doesn't defend in George Niang. Could they look to move off of him? Hot take for both streams here. I think there's a chance the Celtics could end up trading George Niang to the Warriors for that $8.8 million trade exception. He makes $8 million. That'd be a really good fit in Golden State, to my opinion. They just need more outside shooting. But back to the draft here. Kobe Brea would be a good fit in both slots. I don't know if the Celtics want a non-defender with this pick. That's probably why they passed on Reynaud, but maybe not why they passed on Kalkbrenner. We're still curious about that. Kobe Sanders, the kind of do-it-all guard out of Nevada. Inconsistent jump shooter, but can basically do everything else out there on the basketball court. I'd be interested in seeing him go to either one of these destinations. RJ Lewis, again, not the best defender. What happened here?
Pelicans taking Micah Peavy.
Micah Peavy, real high here. That was a Warriors draft target for me at both 52 and 59. Honestly, wow. He goes at 40. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Vlad Golden, I could see that being the pick for Boston potentially. High IQ basketball player, good rim protector. Has a little push shot in his game. Not the best overall offensive talent, but that's the reason he's going in the second round. This is where the specialists come into play here. Then This is kind of the names that, like, I would hope the Celtics take somebody out of these, these couple of lists in with their 46th pick. I really pray and hope that Reynaud makes it there, but that dream could die here in the next 6 selections.
They really could. Really, really could.
It'll be interesting to see. They probably don't even want him. They probably don't even want him, or else they would have taken him at 32.
Probably so. Probably so.
Oh, make sure you are subscribed to Celtics Today and Warriors Today as well. We bring you around the clock, constant off-season coverage for both of these squads. So lock us in and hit that subscribe button, because if a trade goes down, if a draft pick is made, if they sign a player in free agency, we're bringing you guys all the latest at the exact minute that the trade goes down or the move goes down. We get working on a video for you guys right here on the channel. So subscribe to Warriors Today. Subscribe to Celtics Today. Warriors Today. We're on the road to 100,000 subs on the channel. Just past 96K. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you've shown. Really a channel that took off after the Jimmy Butler trade was made, and I had a great time with you guys down the stretch of the regular season into the postseason. Won a series against Houston. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, kind of soured toward the end as Steph went down. But it was an awesome time with you guys, and there's people in the chat there I'm gonna remember for a long time. And the Celtics chat, like I came back to you guys after being the producer in year 1, winning a championship in 2024, and now I'm back hosting the channel for you guys. I grew up a diehard Celtics fan, and maybe some Warriors fans won't be happy to hear that, but I'm still supporting the Dubs day in and day out. Don't you guys forget that. But hey, Celtics Today, we are going to the moon as well. We've been killing it on the channel recently. You guys have been loving the content. They've been making moves. So consider subscribing to the channel on both sides, because I just want to bring you guys the best NBA content I can on YouTube.
Fair enough. And then also give my guy Smitty a follow on Twitter, man. He's giving
how about we do some shout outs for some Twitter follows here?
I mean, Smitty's constantly tweeting about the NBA. I mean, he is a hoop head through and through. And, hey, listen, if you guys want the best coverage here surrounding the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics, Smitty's going to have it for you.
Let's go.
And honestly, like, when breaking news happens, the first thing Smitty does is he tweets about it.
Tweet about it.
Not even a thing. Like, he immediately hops on his phone, tweets about it,
Bang.
Probably makes it short, goes to make a video, maybe goes live, whatever the order is. But Twitter is the first place that you find the news, and that's why you're following Smitty at CS.
Yes, sir. I'm putting this link in the chat right now for both squads here. Let's go.
I got you. I can help you out here.
You could go to the Warriors when I got in the Celtics.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'll get the Warriors.
Let's go.
Warriors.
Hit me up for a follow. Follow me on Twitter. I'll be giving shout-outs to the next. And you know what? How about this? I'll follow back the next 10 people that follow me, but I'll give shout-outs to everybody that hits that follow button.
Like it. Love it, man.
Let's go.
There we go.
Colin, what are you thinking here? Who is your most sought-after player left on the board? Don't look at Rolly's big board. Don't look at his rankings.
No, I mean, Reynaud is like the guy.
Yeah,
like 20 and 10, the easy buckets.
So. I think people are kind of overthinking this a little bit.
I mean, like, you can't overthink it, man.
He's going to be a player. He's going to be a player. Like 20 and 10 doesn't grow on trees.
It really doesn't.
And 7-foot jump shooters don't grow on trees.
No, they don't.
And 7-foot elite passing bigs don't grow on trees.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see why teams haven't taken the chance already. Now, it says the classic Golden State's on the clock, but we know here, Phoenix is on the clock. The Warriors made the trade of 41 to Phoenix for 52 and 59, the penultimate pick of the 2025 NBA draft.
Yeah. He just stands out to me, man. Like, the skill and the talent at that size, like, to me, it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If he won the pick here, but who knows? Phoenix does a lot of crazy things. By the way, so with Phoenix, I talked to Rolly about this. I wanted to get your opinion on it. I know it's not one of the teams we're currently hosting for right now, but they have Nick Richards, right?
Yeah.
They traded for Mark Williams, and now they drafted Kaman Malawach.
They do have Nick Richards.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Like, that's a crowded center room, in my opinion. And they had the chance to go Jonas, where they haven't had a real point guard since Chris Paul.
That's crazy. Like, they could have went. I mean, Jonas was obviously the name that was mocked around the lottery there. He ended up falling to 20, so maybe the general consensus around the league that he wasn't all that he was cracked up to be. But there were other, like, you could have taken Jace Richardson.
Could have
taken Nolan Traore. And then
traded down, maybe.
Maybe it would have been a reach at 10, but the Suns are a team that needs more assets. The fucking Pelicans were willing to move up 10 slots and give them the unprotected first next year. Like, I bet you the Pelicans would have been willing to move up to 10.
Right.
They probably would have been able to. They probably could have. Like, if they offered that up to Phoenix, like, yeah, you take that. And now, at the end of the day, you look at it from the Suns' point of view, And they're like, okay, well, we just traded Kevin Durant for this pick. And, like, we kind of need this pick to get a hit. So maybe they were hesitant to trade down and accumulate more assets, but I think they should be in that business right now. They clearly have been in the second round.
100%. And listen, I like Malawach as a player. I was hoping that if the Thunder were going to trade up yesterday, I mean, that Malawach could have been the target. But again, man, it's very crowded. It's interesting to see where Phoenix goes from here. To be honest, like, at what point does Devin Booker kind of do the Damian Lillard and like, hey, listen, how much does loyalty get you before you need to ask out of here? Because it's looking bleak over there right now, man.
No doubt. Shout out to OMG, is that JKL? JKL, shout out to you for giving me the follow on Twitter. I just followed you back, my friend. Shout out to Dresky as well. Let's go. Shout out to you. I can give you a follow back. Giovanni Cordero hit you with a follow, my friend. And so did Jacob Kennedy. He sent in, he followed me on Twitter as well. Hit me up at Smitty at CS.
Kobe
Be shouting you guys out.
Kobe Brea to the Suns.
And he's going to wear a fucking Warriors hat. He's going to wear a Warriors hat.
Yep. Kobe Brea. The pick is in.
All right, Warriors fans. How do we feel about that? Yep. Ball boy, my guy. No, it's been my guy the entire pre-draft process, my friend.
Kobe Brea too.
Should have been a Warrior.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
44% three-point shooter on 6 attempts.
Disgusting.
This guy hit 3 out of his every 6 threes. Why do you trade that pick?
I have no idea.
He fell there. He was always going to be there. Oh, man. I mean, look, the Warriors probably need guys who can play and multiple guys who can play. They don't have, and maybe this is a situation where they're looking at things financially and, like, because they're under the first apron. They're not an apron team right now. So, like, if they end up using the non-taxpayer mid-level exception and they use the biannual exception, they're all hard capped at the first apron. And they're pretty close to it right now. So that's where things get a little confusing for Golden State.
Man. Brea off the board.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
I want to see. I want to see if Bobby Marks has that Twitter graphic here. He does. No, this is from last year. Of course it is.
Always double check, kids.
Yep. That's crazy. He never made an off-season graphic for them? I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh, you made one for everybody.
Yeah.
What are we doing here, Bobby?
Bobby. Do I have? I might even have it in my. No, I don't have it in my photos here, my graphics.
By the way, Scotto's on it today.
Scotto's on it.
Yeah, he's been on it.
He's cooking. Scotto's having a hell of an offseason.
He really has.
He's been having all the reports. Here we go. Here's the Warriors one. So they are. Oh, sorry. They're $25 million below the first apron, so they can make the moves.
Yes,
they can make the moves. They were originally. Here comes Kobe Brea. Gonna wear a. I don't think he's at the draft, but he'll be donning a Golden State Warriors hat for some reason. Oh, he is there. Look at that. Sitting in the green room today. Do they invite the players who were there to sit in the green room from day 2? That would make sense.
That would make sense, yeah. Might as well, right?
Yeah. I'm sure Hansen Yang probably thought he'd be sitting down there today. Well, then maybe he didn't. I think he got a promise. So the Warriors do have the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, $14.1 million. The biannual at 5.1. A trade exception at 8.8. Obviously, the second-round picks they can sign, and then the veteran minimums they can go out there and acquire as well. But again, they have to if they want to re-sign Kuminga, that's going to be $20+ million. So they'll be right up against that first apron at that point. I'm curious though, because like if you use that exception, you get hard caps at the top at the start of the first apron, right? So if they re-sign Kuminga and then use it, wouldn't that put them into the first apron? Because it would be beyond the $195 million. So I don't know if they'd be allowed to do that. I don't know.
We shall see.
We shall see. Maybe if it puts him into the first apron, that would hard cap him in the second apron, which I'd be cool with that.
Which again, the NBA making it this difficult to understand their cap situation for literally people that cover the sport.
I watch basketball every day, and like I follow the transactions of this league. I have been for more over a decade now. Like legitimately, like in depth, like free agency, like all the time. Like I spent my 4th of July when I was 15 years old refreshing Twitter for the whole day because I wanted Durant to be a Celtic. Ended up going to the Warriors. Shout out to Golden State. But like I've been following the transactions in this league for a long time, and ever since this new CBA came out, everything is just absolutely confusing as all hell. Like the NFL makes it look way easier than this, and they have way more complications to their stuff.
Kings got Renaud.
And we're cooked.
Kings got Renaud.
Sacramento Kings select Maxime Renaud, number 42 overall. I am pissed.
What is the direction now?
I don't know. We're going to have to see who's on the board here in 3 more picks. Right? Yeah. 43, 44, 45, yep.
Yeah.
3 more picks.
Maxime Renaud.
Maxime Renaud. Kristaps Porzingis clone going to the Kings. Now, a much different pick than their Nick Clifford selection in round 1. Obviously, Clifford, a solid point of attack defender, elite rebounder. Renaud, on the other hand, not a great rebounder at 7 foot. Does need to fill out a little bit to become stronger in down low, and he also needs to just grow as a defender overall. So definitely 2 opposite sides of the spectrum here. Sacramento goes in rounds 1 and 2, but I think the player is kind of a can't miss guy. I mean, not necessarily like saying like he should be a lotto pick, but you can't argue with 20 points, 10 boards. Like I know it was a shitty ACC, but like got an elite jump. He's got a solid jumper. Like he can pass, he can deflect shots at the rim. Not a great moving defender, but he can stand his ground down low. Like I really would have liked him to go to Boston, man.
Could have been very interesting, man. As you're seeing the highlights.
Also would have been an elite pick for Golden State at 41 if they stuck there. But obviously you have Post. Renaud is a little bit different of a player than Post, though. Like he can put the ball on the deck a lot easier and is much more, trustworthy with the ball in his hands than Post is. Like Post is a one dribble, put the ball on the deck, and it's a dribble handoff, or it's a, my defender's cheating a little bit. I turn face, one dribble to the rack like that. Like that's the extent of his game, putting the ball on the deck. So Renaud obviously can do a little bit more with the ball in his hands, and I think he'll be a really, really good player in this league. We'll see how it all pans out. I would love to see him go to Boston or Golden State, to be honest with you. Let's look at the best available right now, as the Celtics are 3 selections away. Tyrese Proctor, number 1. Amari Williams, number 2, the big out of Kentucky. Javon Small, the point guard out of West Virginia. And the more and more we get closer to that pick, I think this is where we're going. Kobe Sanders at the number 4 overall, best available out of Nevada. Kind of a do-it-all point guard there. RJ Lewis of the St. John's Red Storm. He is a solid scoring wing, but questions on the defensive end a little bit. Vlad Golden you have. He is a solid rim-protecting center. Maybe that's the way Boston goes. I honestly think that Vlad Golden may be the selection here for the Celtics if he doesn't go in these next 3 picks. You got John Tonje, Rocco Zalarski, and we got Eric Dixon out of Villanova, kind of a do-it-all kind of wing player. Hunter Salas, solid shooting guard out of Wake Forest. Boobjob Markovic, he's solid. I don't know anything about him. I'm lying. And Izan Almansa, and I think I got that name right. Dink Pate comes onto the board here at 13. Look at this. Dink Pate. Marshall Green wants Dink Pate. Ryan Nembhard, the brother of Andrew Nembhard, and definitely the more little brother in more ways than one. He is 5'11", but obviously a very, very smart basketball player. Led the nation in assists last year, and he does not turn the ball over. Sound player, but I don't know how well his size is going to translate at the next level. Mark Sears, the Jalen Brunson clone out of Alabama. Will he see his name get called tonight? I would say so.
I'm interested in him as a
I'm interested in him as an NBA player, man. I think he could be the Jalen Brunson in this draft. Brunson was taken in the 2nd round as well.
100%. So, look, I think he's a very versatile scoring guard, a little bit undersized, but put up a lot, pretty big, good numbers there for the Alabama Crimson Tide. And when you're looking at potential sleepers, Mark Sears could be a potential option. Want to update again on the Super Chat battle for those who are, just joining us.
We were running a battle. Colin, if you want to explain it to them, because I feel like I don't do the best job at that.
Let's explain it. So basically, on today's show, we are competing. Warriors today, Celtics today. We are live on both shows. Shout out to Tyler Smith, who runs both shows, and he does a great job of doing it.
Thank you, sir.
So we decided we wanted to do a little competition today. And basically, for every $5 Super Chat, as you can see at the bottom there of your screen, equals 1 point. And for every $10, it's 3 points. The team, or I guess the show that has the most points at the end of the stream, whenever the NBA draft concludes, we're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream, in which we will be giving away one of the NBA draft hats, whether you're a Celtics or a Warriors fan, depending on which team who wins. And right now, the Celtics have came in, and they're about it, man. They're about their business. They're ready. So they're winning right now by 21 points. We'll see if the Warriors can come back. They showed some signs of life. We'll see, man.
And we throw out these little flash deals. If you send in a $50 Super Chat over at Warriors today, we'll count that for 18 points. So we'll do the same thing on Celtics today if you want to extend that lead. If you send in a $100 Super Chat, 30 points for the crew. So
Jameer Watkins to the Wizards.
Okay, Jameer Watkins. He's a solid player. He can play defense.
There we go. We'll get that load up.
Wait, so we are now... Oh, and Nick Roloff, 3A10 players, baby. We forgot about Jameer Watkins. That's a solid pick for them. This was going to you. Who had this pick?
This is officially Washington.
Officially Washington. Okay, this is in the Clayton trade.
Yep. Jameer Watkins out of Florida State.
Florida State, originally a VCU Ram, and did play 2 years with the Florida State Seminoles. So, is he an A10 guy? I don't know. I think he is. I think he played more seasons over in the Atlantic 10 than he did in the ACC. You guys probably don't understand why I love the A10 as much. I am a graduate of St. Bonaventure University, and if you've heard me talk about it on the show, you would maybe know what the nickname is. I'll throw a trivia question into the chat right now. What is the mascot / nickname of the St. Bonaventure basketball team? St. Bonaventure Athletics. What is their mascot? My alma mater. Does anybody know it down in the chats? As this pick is going to be coming in, Jameer Watkins to the Wizards here, but he'll be wearing a Jazz hat. Does anybody know?
Anybody know?
Anybody know St. Bonaventure?
Which, by the way, was crazy when you first said it, too. It was hilarious.
What do you mean?
Well, when you gave the answer.
Oh, yeah. St. Bonaventure. Does anybody know what the nickname or the mascot
Retro
is?
says Bona Wolf.
Oh, wait. Is my chat's not cooking? Hold on here.
You good?
Yeah, I'm trying. What's the maybe I can refresh here.
Maybe.
Because I see Lakers getting Wiggins, and then Celtics should trade 46 and 57 for G League players.
There's a couple under the Celtics one, so maybe just refresh that one.
Okay.
You're up to date on the Warriors one.
Okay. Yeah, Celtics is frozen over here, I see.
Oh.
Nah, we're good, though. We're still live and in charge.
Live and in charge, baby.
Let's go. We are 2 picks away now from the Celtics being on the clock. Yeah, Bona Wolf. Okay, I'll accept that. It is technically the mascot.
Yes.
So, the nickname of the school is St. Bonaventure Bonnies. So, for anybody who loves college basketball, maybe tune into their squad next year. We're going to be sneaky. For sure. Alrighty, get back to the draft here. And with the Thunder on the clock here, Colin, do you have a name?
I mean, okay, you can go a lot of different directions here, obviously. They got center, which is kind of my main target that they wanted them to get in the first round. They obviously were never going to use their other first-round pick that they had going into last night because they're kind of strict with the amount of players that they're locked into. So here, I mean, wouldn't mind a draft and stash, but if they don't go collegiate, I mean, Mark Sears, I mean, I kind of talked about him. I was a fan of his game at Alabama. Provides a little bit of a scoring punch, provides a little ball handling. You're obviously going to get that with Topic, who's coming back after missing all of last year with an ACL injury, but as a guy that could maybe kind of be like a rotational G League guy that kind of floats up and down.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know? I
Yeah,
don't mind it.
they like, and look, I don't think this is the best archetype to have in this league, small scoring point guard, but for the Thunder, that's kind of like an archetype they don't really have on the roster right now.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, in certain situations, he can be a valuable asset on the basketball court, especially on a team like the Thunder that could surround him with elite switchable defenders.
Yes. I mean, and you have that in bunches. I mean, we talked about it earlier. We don't need to go through it again. But look, I mean, that's the luxury of, you know, kind of being in the situation that you're in. And, you know, reserve facilitators, Bobby Marks' team needs there. Listen, I wouldn't mind Marks at all. Do they go Tyrese Proctor? Sure. I mean, that could be a potential option for the Thunder as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I either see them going, you know, either guard or draft and stash personally.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Let's see it. We're gonna see it in just a couple minutes here. Has Scotto tipped it yet?
I've not seen anything from Scotto. We will see. We'll keep you updated though.
I want to be surprised for 46, and then we could maybe tip him for the rest, or maybe we'll wait. Maybe we'll wait for the official announcements here. I'll look.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna announce it until the pick.
What I'll do is I'll let you know when I see the pick. You'll whatever you got to do to not see it, and then I'll just do like the big player.
Yeah. That's what we did yesterday.
Yep, and do that, and then I'll let you kind of react for a second.
You know what you could do is you could say with the 46th pick in the NBA draft,
the Boston Celtics,
and I can open my eyes, and I'll say the name.
Okay.
That's cool.
Cool. And then I'll let you react, maybe potentially.
And make sure, and you, like if it's gonna be a short, make sure you're on the mic while you say that.
Right.
Cool. That'll play.
That will play.
And I guess we could do that for every pick, so we can get a
Brooks
couple of
Barnhizer
shorts.
with the number 44th pick goes to Oklahoma City.
Barnhizer. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of research on him.
I'm gonna be honest, not familiar with this man's game, but hey, you are now the newest member of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Brooks?
It is Barnhizer. Barnhizer.
Oh.
Brooks Barnhizer.
I don't know if he's on.
Guess we will see.
I don't know if he's on this really scouting notes here.
See? No, he is.
Oh, he is?
Look at that. Northwestern wing.
Oh yeah, no, he's in there. He's in our database, but I don't think Rolly did not do any
scouting
on him.
Rolly's ranking, not ranked.
Wait, I've seen this guy play. He's actually solid.
Okay. Look, 20, 23, 24, picked in all defensive team.
He's a good defender. He's long. This is a classic Thunder pick right here.
Classic Thunder pick.
Not going to have to. I mean, look, he's probably never going to play, but
hey,
you want a guy who's going to give your guys some run in practice. That's a damn sure.
There we go.
Put up good numbers last year. 2.5 steals a game.
Don't hate it. 6'6", 230.
So thick.
Very thick build. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Reno is 7 foot 230. So
yeah. A little bit of a difference there. Just a little bit.
Yeah. So here we go. Celtics 1 pick away from being on the clock. How about we go one more time to the best available?
Yes. Let's do it.
One more time.
Let's do it.
One more time. This is going to be Minnesota here with this selection.
Yeah.
At 45.
Via Chicago.
What trade did they make?
We don't have a picture for Kobe Sanders. Oh, yeah, Marsh just put that in. By the way, food is here.
Yes. I'm cool with waiting, like if you are.
Yeah, no, Sam. No, I'm just more or less with the Kobe Sanders. I'm just not pushing it across for that reason.
That's okay. So we got Tyrese Proctor, Amari Williams, Javon Small, and Kobe Sanders. We talked about those guys. R.J. Lewis is up there as well. Vlad Golden. I think that might be Boston's pick. I'm lasering in on Vlad Golden, the big man out of Michigan, formerly at FAU, being the selection for the Celtics. But if it's not, we will react and we will assess who Boston ends up selecting here. Praying it's somebody that took some college courses at some point. At some point, please.
At some point.
And you didn't have to go to the class. You just have to be enrolled, please.
Just just no unique characters in your name. How about that?
Yes, no unique characters, no accents.
Nothing.
And if you did have an accent, then you better have had a NCAA on your patch on your chest. We have turned on subscriber-only mode, so make sure you are subscribed if you want to be in the live chat and spam who you want. Who's for Celtics chat right now? Name a player the Celtics should draft right here. Who do you guys got? Does anybody got a deep bag of knowledge here and as far as who's on the board?
All right, they fixed it. So here we go.
There we go. Kobe Sanders. Bam. Right there, the big board, best available. You guys can see the names on screen. I won't go over them again, but we'll run through them. Jay Lamos saying Rocco. Rocco, who he was he in the 8th range or was he in the
Rocco Zakarski.
Rocco Zakarski.
Yeah,
Tell me about him, Jeff or Jay.
He was potentially linked as a Lakers. I think it was either Scotto or it was Siegel that had him potentially as a Lakers target.
7'3" without shoes.
Tall boy. Tall boy.
It's a wingspan. 7'4" and a half, 3/4. I mean, at that point, like how much bigger can they get?
Right, exactly.
31-inch max vertical, so you can get up there a little bit.
He can.
Massive human being, good rim protector, no surprise, due to his size and wingspan. 2 blocks per 36 minutes. Was he playing in the NBL? I wonder what team he was on. It just says Australia on our stuff. I mean,
pick is in. Do we got Scotto on it?
Rolly's comp for him was Luke Cornett. But he said, I guess, really struggled to find a comparison. A lot of upside. Vertical is a plus with his size. Doesn't have a bag offensively, but could be a lob threat and putback guy. Okay. Hasn't played a lot in his career. Turned the ball over 11 times to 6 assists in this past season. Don't want the ball in his hands unless it's a dunk or a rebound. This is around the rim player. Just around the rim player.
Yep. Nothing here on the pick that is in for the Timberwolves as the Celtics are about to be on the clock. So get ready, Celtics fans.
Okay. Here we go. Get ready, Celtics fans. Name a player you want to draft. I begin on Vlad Golden. I begin on Rocco.
Oh, Rocco Zielinski is the pick
for the
Timberwolves.
All right, well,
Zakarski.
Rocco's off the board.
Rocco is off the board.
Vlad Golden, you are a Celtic. Please. Hey, well, good. Rocco just went. I just talked about him. I was ahead of the game. Oh my God, they're gonna take Grant Nelson. Nonsense. I don't know, man.
Wait for it to load it. By the way, Goodman's checked out of the draft. Good Lord.
Goodman's checked out. Yeah.
What are we doing, Goldman?
Rolly compared Hanson Yang to Ivica Zubac.
Interesting. All right. Who should the Boston Celtics draft?
Who should they draft? You guys give me a name in the chat right now.
Seeing a couple Proctors, seeing a Golden.
Please, not Golden Burning. Why do you say that? Jay Lamos is so upset. The Serbian big. Who's that? Is that Boob Job?
Boob Job. Oh.
That is him. If they take him, I'm cooked. If they take him, I'm actually fucking cooked. Fuck. I'll be so upset.
Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be? Who's the Celtics gonna draft? Finally on the clock. Probably not. Who knows? They might even trade the pick again.
Nah. By the way, hilarious if it were to happen.
Oh, it would be so funny. Future seconds.
You'd freak out, and then Stevens pulls off somehow getting a first out of it, and you'd be like, all right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's exactly like that. I mean, even if he turns into 2 future seconds, could you imagine that?
Right.
Like 1 second-round pick into 5.
Be wild.
Like,
would be wild.
It shows to me, to be honest, that the Celtics don't really want to pay these kinds of players, even a high 30s money.
Right. Just getting ready here.
Getting ready here for the Celtics draft pick. The pick is not in yet, obviously. We're still doing the song and dance with the Chicago Bulls, a.k.a. Timberwolves pick here of Rocco.
Come on, Scotto.
Actually, that was the Bulls pick.
No, remember?
No. Yeah.
Stop looking up there, dude.
I can't with this shit, man. This is just impossible. This is legitimately impossible.
It's unbelievable, baby.
Can't believe it.
We'll get it done.
Oh, man. Who are they taking, boys?
I am literally just refreshing the Michael Scotto Twitter feed right now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Is it in?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
We're just refreshing here.
Who are we taking at 46, boys? Who are we taking at 46? Spam your shamrocks in the chat right now. Let people know that we're on the clock.
I'm just going to...
PS2 Gaming Forever was hooking it up earlier. Let's get some shamrocks in the chat right now. Fire it up. It's Celtics on the clock. Let's go. Proctor. Is it going to be Proctor? Pick Caleb Grill? Absolutely not. Head case. Trust me, I know. I watched him multiple years.
Oh, all right. The pick is in.
Pick's in?
Pick is in.
Okay.
Do your thing. Hide real quick. I will push it across when the graphics loaded. Yeah, that's probably better. I'll push it across and then announce it. What up, Joey P?
Joey P came in the room, so I'm assuming I'm going to crash out.
No.
Oh, you're going to see it.
We will
You're going to see it live and in charge.
Yeah. I don't know how college basketball bag is. All right. With the 46th pick in the second round, the Boston Celtics have selected
Amari Williams, the big man out of Kentucky. Look, the Celtics, they needed a front court support here, and they get one. Amari Williams at pick 46. Is it the big that I wanted in the second round? No, but they have some added they have some added bodies there down low. Look, I don't know like exactly how he's going to translate, but this is a fine pick, and they needed some help down low. Is what it is. I was heartbroken. Heartbroken. Was it Scotto? Oh, was it Goodman we were talking about? Yeah, Goodman. Oh, yeah. Because he said we traded the pick. Oh, man. Wow. I got to do a little bit of small research here on Amari Williams real quick. Yes, sir. What do you guys think? ABC DRF in the chat right now. 7 foot barefoot, so he's going to be a 7'1" player. There's no doubt about it. He's a big boy. 7'5" wingspan, too. Really plus wingspan. All right, here we go. Shot blocker. NBA ready. Rim protection specialty, but has the athleticism to defend at the perimeter for short times. Okay, good roll, man. The pick and roll. 58% within 5 feet. That's good. Oh, this is what, yep. They just got a rebounder. They just got an elite rebounder, and that's what we need, baby. With Tatum out this next year, Amari Williams, you might be playing, baby. You might be controlling the glass. Okay. Look, he's not a shooter. Older prospect. NBA ready. That's what we need, and I think he's going to play this season. 4 years at Drexel before playing in Kentucky this past year. 11 points, 9 boards. Even had 3 assists in his game as well. I mean, can he pass a little bit? Yeah, it could be a passer in the high post or in the short roll. All right. A connector, a rim protector, and a rebounder. Let's go, baby. Force on the glass here. All right, I'm buying in. I'm kind of a Kentucky hater. I didn't really watch enough Kentucky this past year. Yeah, and then like off the rip to do a sub. Okay. Cool. Let's see, player comp. Wow. You know what the player comp is for Rolly? Isaiah Hartenstein. Wow. And that makes sense. Can pass out of the short roll, out of the high post. Really good rebounder. Hartenstein's maybe not the best shot blocker, but he's capable down there, like enough. Yeah, physical body, like 7'1", 260. Like that's a big boy. That's a big boy. So I want to see the player comp. Yeah. Isaiah Hartenstein, Jakob Poeltl are the comps here. So I'm all in. If that's the prototype, then I'm in on Amari Williams. Absolutely. Alrighty, I think I'm ready to roll here. Let me just set up a little. Right. Are you messaging? Yeah. You know what? You know what I could do here. I mean, do you think my reaction was short worthy? I could maybe do one right now. Yeah. We could just have it on this right here. It's fine. Alrighty. All right, cool. 3, 2, and 1. With this 46th pick. Okay. With the 46th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics have selected Kentucky big man Amari Williams, a 7'1", 260-pounder who is a dominant force on the glass, both on the defensive and offensive end. Played 4 years at Drexel before going to Kentucky, and this year in the SEC had a 29.7 defensive rebound percentage and a 10.3 offensive rebound percentage. Those numbers are insanity. Also, an underrated passer, can defend at the rim. That's kind of his specialty. Has a +5 wingspan at 7'5". And as far as the needs that the Boston Celtics had here, absolutely awesome, because they needed rebounding in the absence of Jason Tatum next year. They needed a big in the potential absence of Luke Cornett and Al Horford, who could potentially leave in free agency this offseason. This is a very, very solid pick here. He's NBA ready, 24 years old, and I'm excited to potentially see him on the court early in his Celtics tenure. Very, very happy with this pick after reading a little bit more about him. Let's go. Amari Williams, you are a Boston Celtic. Is that less than a minute? Okay. Is what it is. Alrighty. And I want to maybe get the No Ceilings draft guide up because he's got a little bit more on him as well. Boob job just went. Awesome. I saw it across the screen while I was doing that. Scotto's cooking today. All right. With us already at pick 48 here, so probably should get into this in just a moment. I just want to get to Amari Williams. Amari Williams is on page 301. This thing's absurd. Ooh, this is Malo out. Okay. Grizzlies taking Javon Small, so off the board there for Golden State. Alrighty. Amari Williams. They say shades of Isaiah Stewart, Jalen Williams, the center, and Al Horford. Interesting. Horford comp here. Okay. Yeah, does all the dirty work. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This guy's going to be a gamer. Alrighty. Let's get into this one. With the 46th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Boston Celtics have selected Amari Williams, the big man out of the University of Kentucky, previously spending his time in college at Drexel, and he absolutely shined in the SEC in his lone season with the Wildcats. He is a do-it-all big, can defend the rim, can rebound the heck out of the basketball, even an underrated passer as well. Projects as NBA ready, 24 years old, and I am very, very excited to see him play in green next season. Before we hop into this breakdown of Amari Williams to Boston, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We have 52,666 strong diehard Celtics fans that are subscribed to the channel, and if you want daily offseason content surrounding your Boston Celtics, you're going to find it right here at Celtics Today. We've covered all the trades immediately. We're covering all the draft picks immediately. So lock us in as number one source for Celtics offseason content. All right, let's talk about it. Amari Williams, man, 7 foot tall, and that's barefoot without shoes. So when he's in this league, he might even be 7'1", 7'2", 262 pounds. He's an absolute unit of a human being. And last year, Kentucky put up really, really good numbers, man. 11 points, basically 9 rebounds, shot efficiently from around the rim. Originally from the UK, so very interesting here. We got a guy from across the pond here, 2 guys from across the pond heading to Boston in the 2025 draft so far. As far as Nick Roloff's scouting report here, our resident draft analyst, according to him, Amari Williams uses his physical tools to his advantage as an elite rebounder and shot blocker, a solid passer given his physical profile. He's unlikely to offer much as a scorer, creating his own offensively. He's going to really kind of operate around the rim, but, he's that's not what you're really getting him for here. You're getting him to do the dirty work, to make the in-between plays, to help you win on the margins. And he's going to do just that. Like I said, +5 wingspan, so this guy is going to be an instant rim protector in this league. And I don't think he's going to get pushed off the block all too much at being 260 pounds at this point. He's really good in the pick and roll, and yeah, the Celtics like to run that a good bit, but we know that their game is really tailored around the perimeter. But this can be, a kind of a nice, yin to their yang, if you could say that. He was in the 80th percentile in the pick and roll this past season as far as his usage goes, and he shot 58.5% within 5 feet of the basket. So he's got a little bit of a push shot to his game as well. Really, really good passer, though, is kind of where he shines on the offensive end as far as when the ball's in his hands. He is great in the short roll. He can hit that corner man in the opening for a 3-ball, or he can even do it in the high post as well. Maybe hit a cutter in the dunker spot or something like that. Good vision, a very smart basketball player, has been through the ringer in the collegiate circuit, and now he lands in Boston where, they're kind of ready to win at this point. Yes, you're missing Jason Tatum next season, but you're still a contender in the Eastern Conference, which is wide open, and Amari Williams is going to be a factor, no doubt about it. Say goodbye to Neemias Queta dominating the lineup. And, kind of speaking back to the Jason Tatum absence for next season, Tatum is the Celtics' best rebounder on the roster. Count all the bigs this past year. Porzingis, Horford, Cornette, does not matter. Jason Tatum is the best rebounder of the club, even at 6'9", 6'10", whatever you want to call him. Amari Williams will step into that role at this point. If you guys want a crazy stat, I got one for you. Amari Williams was on the glass last year, having a 29.7 defensive rebound percentage. So every time that a shot went up and missed off of the rim, Amari Williams was there to grab the defensive rebound 3 out of 10 times. It's really, really good numbers. I know it seems like low, but that is a really, really good percentage. Also, had a 10.3 offensive rebound percentage. So 1 out of 10 times he's grabbing the offensive board. In the SEC, against the best competition in all of college basketball. This guy is a force, a dominant force on the glass on both ends, and Boston clearly needed that. You think about the players they may have passed up in this draft. Ryan Kalkbrenner, even though he's an elite shot blocker, not a great rebounder even at 7'1". Maxime Reynaud, he's not, exactly a around-the-basket player in a way. Like, he doesn't dominate on the glass. He's a perimeter guy. Maybe his specialty's more on the offensive end. Now you have, a straight gamer, like a guy who wants to go out there and win every possession. And that's kind of where the Celtics lied here. They made the trade. They originally had the 32nd overall pick in this draft. It's decided to trade it for picks 46 and 57. So they will be picking again later on in the second round. But for now, we're talking about Amari Williams, and he's going to be a legit player on the Celtics. I think he's going to contribute right away, and I look forward to seeing him fitting in this lineup. Maybe, you could see some starting opportunity next year. He projects as an NBA-ready player. We'll talk more about Amari Williams in just a moment, but get hooked up with the Celtics draft hats, the ones that Amari Williams and Hugo Gonzalez are going to be rocking. Got the solid green, Kelly green right there. You also got the white hat with the green brim as well. You can get it with this link right here, chatsports.com/2025 draft hats. Go get yours today. The link is in the comment section and description of today's video as well. Go get yourself some fresh Celtics draft gear right now. All right, back to Amari Williams a little bit. I want to go to the No Ceilings draft guide and kind of see what they had to say about the prospect. And if they're selling you on Amari Williams here, they have this section called Sell Me This Pen. It says, every NBA team could use a big man in the rotation who does all the dirty work. Amari Williams is an NBA-ready, shot-blocking menace with great rebounding technique and a bit of passing flair to really make his case. The pros include rim protection, rebounding, and passing, which we've talked about throughout this time. The cons, he's not going to be a shooter, but in the second round, you're not getting a ton of 5-tool players. You're not getting guys who are going to wow you in every aspect of their game because they would be selected in the first 30 picks of the draft. He is a little risky, contesting shots. He can tend to, miss closeouts and get into foul trouble a little bit. But, at this point, he's probably not going to be playing, super high minutes load for the Celtics, especially early on in his career. So he can work at those kinks as he gets deeper and deeper into his pro career. Shades of Isaiah Stewart, Jalen Williams, the Thunder backup center, and Al Horford, according to the No Ceilings NBA draft guide. So those are some definite solid company to be included with. I like this pick a lot for Boston as, something that's going to fill their needs and somebody who can play right away. I don't know if we could say the same thing about Hugo Gonzalez, who they drafted at 28th overall in this draft. But what I can say is the Celtics have a plan with this draft. They are taking guys who are making the in-between plays, the winning plays that win and lose you basketball games. What has been the X factor for the Boston Celtics over the past couple of seasons? Players like Derek White and players like Drew Holiday who have just transformed Boston defensively into one of the best units in the entire league. And those guys make the in-between plays, crashing the offensive glass, gaining extra possessions for their teams, getting deflections to get the other offense out of rhythm. I think both of these players can absolutely do that and contribute down the line. And hopefully, they're Celtics for a long time, and these are guys off of the bench that are complementary pieces to another championship contender. So Hugo Gonzalez and Amari Williams are your two first selections in the Boston Celtics 2025 NBA draft. Another pick will be coming up at pick 57, so it will be interesting to see who will be on the board there. But for right now, the Celtics fill a couple of needs at the center position, and, they get another wing who can kind of do it all in a little bit. I know people weren't exactly jacked up about the Hugo Gonzalez pick. I wasn't either, but then I did a little bit of research and saw that the stats don't tell the whole story with him over on the in the international circuit. He was playing behind a bunch of former NBA players at Real Madrid, and he was only a 19-year-old guy. Like, he just wasn't going to see that much opportunity at the real professional level over there. That's probably the second best overall league in the world. So the stats don't tell the whole story, and he makes those winning types of plays, hustling, diving for loose balls, crashing the offensive glass, creating deflections, a great help defender at the rim as well. So you're getting two guys who are just absolute gamers here if you're the Boston Celtics, and I'm excited to see them wear green. And the Celtics Summer League team, they seem like they're going to punch you in the mouth this summer. So I'm pumped up for that as well. Grade the pick of Amari Williams for me down in the comments section. What do you guys think? Was this a good pick? Was this, do you guys not want to trade the pick and take a guy like Kalkbrenner or Ray? No, you let me know down in the comments section. Grade the pick A, B, C, D, or F on the selection of Amari Williams at pick 46 for the Boston Celtics. That will do it for today's edition of Celtics Today by Chat Sports. We will be back with another video before the day ends, recapping pick 57 as well as the full Boston Celtics draft grades, because it seems like they're kind of building a little bit of an identity here with this draft. I'm excited to see what's to come, but you guys can be as well by subscribing to the channel. Lock us in, hit that big red subscribe button. 100% free Celtics content all year round. We'll see you guys in the next one, and as always, let's go C's. All right, back to neutral. There we go. How long was that? About nice. That's all it needs to be.
About 9 minutes there. Yep. Shout out to Reed Barkus also, who's grabbing that. So
shout out to Reed. He hooked it up last night. He was a part of our Celtics stream following the conclusion of my time over on the main Chat Sports channel. So shout out to him. He was putting in the work and really helped me out a ton with the the behind the scenes stuff I needed to get done during this NBA draft cycle.
By the way, that might be the most dope, cut transition back into live, because you switch the background.
Oh, yeah, it's hard. That was hard as shit, right? That was so cool.
Love it. All right, where are we at this draft? All right.
We are at 51. There we go. Look at this. 52. And Golden State's going to be on the clock. There we go.
There we go,
look
baby.
At that. Look at that.
There we go, baby.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. All right, let's...
Knicks on the clock here, 51.
Shout out.
Shout out to Boob Job.
Boob Job
Makovich, who is now a Milwaukee Buck. Good for him.
Good for him. We could just kind of circle through the picks.
For sure.
Javon Small did go to the Memphis Grizzlies, the guard out of West Virginia. We also had Tyrese Proctor off the board. Yeah.
Oh, Proctor to the Cavs. Good pick for them. That's a good pick for them. Big guard. You got Mitchell and Garland back there. It's a bigger player who can handle the rock a little bit and a solid defender as well. That's a great fit in Cleveland for sure.
And now we got Kobe Sanders.
Kobe Sanders to the Clips. Whoa, Marshall loved him, and he wanted him on the Knicks, no doubt.
One pick ahead. Absolutely.
Wow.
All right, we are caught up.
Wow.
Appreciate y'all sticking with us.
Absolutely. Celtics fans, what do you think of that pick?
There we go.
We're not ending the stream, no doubt. We still got more picks.
Wait, so the Knicks moved Kobe Sanders to the Clippers.
Oh, wow. So Marshall has to be even more pissed about that.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Look, it's the second round. We can make fun of people.
It's always anti-Knicks.
It's always anti-Knicks. I'm a bigger Knicks hater than I'm a Celtics fan. I'm not afraid to say that.
Not afraid at all, man. Not afraid to say it. Wow.
I'm a Hall of Fame hater.
Hall of Fame hater.
Yep. Shout out to Jamari.
Purple badge and everything.
In the building. So he says that Amari Williams reminds him of the Time Lord.
Ooh.
Robert Williams. So the difference between those two cats, Amari Williams is way bigger than Robert Williams.
Yeah.
Robert Williams is 6'8".
Amari Williams is
7'1".
They try to get away listing him at 6'10", don't they?
He ain't taller than Tatum.
Nope.
Who you got winning 2026, 27? Boston Celtics, baby.
Yep. Just re-downloading the link here for the Super Chats. We do see your Super Chat in there, Jamari, so we're going to get that up on the screen for you in just a second.
JGB, no worries, brother. Also, Warriors going to be on the clock here in one more pick, so as far as I think everybody who I had in my pick 41 targets is off the board.
I would assume so, yes.
I I had Kobe Brea, I had Chaz Lanier, I had Michael Peavy, I had Kobe Sanders, and I had who was the other one? I think it's in there still.
Let me see.
It would be the first name. I can remember
Let me see.
or maybe the second name.
Let me see. Brea, Sion James, Chaz Lanier, Kobe Sanders.
Sion James. Yeah, zero chance at all that happening.
Wow.
So I'm kind of cooked here on the Warriors big board. What do we think, Dub Nation? Vlad Golden? It might have to be.
I'd have to be.
That I think Golden State fans would be happy about it. All things considered.
All things considered.
Vlad Golden, you say can't catch the ball, can't catch, throw ball over, can't base. I mean, if you want to trash on a player, you should at least make it concise. There's not a lot of players left. I could see Hunter Salas here for the Warriors. I mean, let's see as far as players they've worked out. I'm going to pick up the Hoops Hype workout tracker.
Next, select Mohamed Diarra.
Diawara,
excuse me.
from France. I mean,
Back-to-back Frenchman, I think. Well,
yep,
become
Pocom
Dadier. Yeah, so
I think Hawk Portia might have been French too.
they love me. They love them some Frenchmen.
The Warriors. As far as players that I think could be picked around this range, Eric Dixon gone yet?
Let's see. Let's pull up the big board. There's Mohamed Diarra.
Yep.
Here, let's pull up the big board.
Could see Dink Pate going here.
All right, R.J. Luis Jr.
Okay. Okay, so
Your boy
I don't.
Golden?
All right, R.J. Lewis can hit the outside shot. That could be a selection for Golden State. Another solid bigger wing. Vlad Golden.
Yep.
If you want a big man down low, block shots, push shot guy. John Tonje, little two-way guard. Eric Dixon, the kind of do-it-all wing who can he's kind of best with the ball in his hands though, so I'm not so sure Golden State wants more guys who pound the rock, maybe some more complementary pieces. But at the end of the day, that was a big issue for them in the postseason, especially when Steph went down, it was the turnovers. Like too many guys were thrust into roles that they are not really well equipped for. Like Buddy Hield was taking the ball up, turning the ball over. Pods had too big of a role. It was rough for a little bit. I mean, he had GP2 kind of run the offense, and then we know how he does in the offensive end. The Warriors are officially on the clock here. We can do a little surprise.
A little surprise one? Okay, I was about to ask.
Be surprised, and we'll do a short as well.
Okay. Get everything set back up to normal. Jamari, thank you for your super chat, by the way. Got that on screen. Just want to make sure. Here's the updated super chat battle. Super chat battle.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's in.
It's in.
Did you see it?
I did not. I just saw pick 52 is in.
Yep, 52 is in.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you know.
Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
Do we not have a photo for this guy?
What's up? Oh, God, that's not great.
Not
A great sign here.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Okay.
All right. With the 52nd pick in the second round of the 2025 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select
Alex Tui, Sydney Kings.
Australian man.
Who?
I would assume.
Alex Hui? I don't know much about him. Does Rolly have any scouting on Alex Tui? Let's find out.
Let's see.
Well,
he does.
He's got a big cam. This guy's got to have some sort of scouting to his name.
Here,
God, less athletic TJ Leaf. Are you shitting me? What does that mean?
Plays with effort on defense and likes to create opportunities in transition. Great passing ability and basketball IQ. Smooth shooting mechanics, but not a ton of success from deep or in the mid-range.
So, got good shooting form, but can't shoot? That's fixable. What are the stats looking like over in Sydney?
Over in Sydney, let's see here. About 11 a game, 3.8 rebounds, 46.5 from field, 34% from three. So not a broken shot.
No, not a broken shot. And I'll tell you what, it's not easy to be super efficient over in the NBL. Like, there's not a lot of 40% three-point shooters over there.
No.
So you can kind of take that for what you will. I bet you he projects as a league average three-point shooter, but, man, I don't know about that one. I don't know. Older prospect for somebody coming from overseas. Kevin O'Connor with this. Tui is a jack of all trades, Australian forward, who grinds on defense and loves to dish the ball around. But in his scoring comes and goes with his steady, streaky jumpers, since he is not someone who generates many of his own shots. Really had a UDFA grade on him and called him a less athletic TJ Leaf. I don't know if that's going to last very long in the NBA.
Yeah.
Not a good rebounder, even though he's 6'7". Got a good 6'10" wingspan, so he's got the ability to have those deflections. I don't know.
Alex Tui.
Yeah.
Like Hawk Tui.
6'8" Australian wing. Okay. I guess I could run the short back here.
Yeah. Do you want to? Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll let them know in production.
Yeah, I just texted Durham.
Oh, you texted Durham?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good then.
With the 52nd pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Alex Tui, the wing out of Australia, played for the Sydney Kings over in the NBL. I'll be honest with you guys, I did not do a ton of research on Alex Tui. He had a UDFA grade per our scouting analyst, Nick Roloff here at Chat Sports. And look, from what I've seen and what I've read, he's a do-it-all wing, good at a lot of things, not great at anything, and he is kind of a subpar athlete for his size. Not really a good rebounder, doesn't really get up above the rim, streaky jump shot over in Australia as well. And I'm not going to say that everybody is a lights-out shooter over there. It's pretty difficult to be efficient in the NBL, but this is an older prospect coming over there from Australia. So could he contribute right away? Only time will tell. He's got a plus wingspan at 6'10", but I guess a lot's yet to be seen. We'll look to see how he performs in Summer League and if he can project as a rotation player down the line for Golden State. What do you think? Yeah, grade the pick. A, B, C, D, or F for the Warriors. What do you guys think here? Yeah, that's an L.
Here, let me put the pick back up on screen.
That's kind
as
of
John Tonje goes to the Jazz.
John Tonje goes to the Jazz. Grade the pick. A, B, C, D, or F.
Got an A, a C, got a C, F.
Yeah, that might be a C- pick for me. Good at a lot of things, not great at anything. I feel like that describes the entire Warriors roster. Like,
they need some specialists, man.
They need some specialists, and that's what you should be looking for in the second round. Not do-it-all players who project to the I don't know, man. Look at what the Celtics did at 46. They got an elite specialist, rim protecting rebounder.
He was a big physical body.
Big physical body. You know what he can be in this league. I have no idea what Alex Tui could be in this league. Zero clue.
He seems like a body.
Just seems like a body. This is a Guy Santos type of pick to me, and we already have Guy Santos.
Yeah.
I mean,
F minus.
F minus. Can get Golden at 59. Yeah, I mean, it's a logjam pick in a way that he's basically the same as Guy Santos to me from the profile that I'm kind of reading. Let me see here. Is he even okay? He is in. All right. They call him, oh dear God,
Talon Peter.
They're saying he's Josh Hart. So he's a zero-way glass cleaner, but he's not a rebounder. So what does he do? Jake Layman, Josh Hart, and Isaac Bonga. First of all, what the fuck?
What the fuck? I don't know.
Again, not good at anything. I guess he was a dribble handoff guy. Is that why Golden State liked him? He can move within an offense.
I don't know.
That kind of what it tells me in a way. Next pick we're gonna have is 57 and then 59, and we're done.
Yep. As you can see on the screen, Talon Peter, the god from Liberty to the Indiana Pacers.
Oh, yo, this guy's tough as shit. Oh my God, he was nasty in the. Is it the It's not the A-Sun, right? It's not the A-Sun. It's the what conference Liberty in? Damn it!
You should know this, Smitty.
I should know this. It's not Conference USA.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Liberty's in the.
Give yourself some time.
Oh.
You know this, Smitty.
I do know this. What's wrong with me? It's not the A-Sun. It's the
Come on.
Not Sun Belt. It's not Not Conference USA.
Would you like to take a look?
Fuck me, it is Conference USA. God damn it. They previously were not, though.
Yes.
Very, very recently joined Conference USA. They did a whole conference realignment over there in the mid-majors. Taylor Peter, dude, I was watching this guy hit 40-footers. Like, he's crazy.
40 footers.
He was good. It was Liberty versus maybe Kennesaw State, and this guy was just lighting it up. Heat check after heat check.
Shout out to the worst team in CFB 25, Kennesaw State.
Yeah, that's right, the Owls.
Yep.
Won't be this year.
Won't be this year.
It'll be probably University of Delaware.
Yeah, I can see that.
Bro, please read our comment. Our GM stinks. I think it's a ridiculous thing to say. I just think that's ridiculous. Got traded for Jimmy Butler, and they were on a 60-win pace. Am I doing Warriors and Celtics today now? Yes, Galaxy. I'm doing both at the same time, funny enough.
At the same damn time.
Why didn't we get this guy? He's a small guard, right? I think he's. I don't think if I'm thinking about the right guy here.
Here, let's see. Peter. Oh, we don't even have.
No scouting.
Oh, he's 6'4", 210.
Okay.
Average 13, 4. Shot 45% from 3.
Yeah. This is the guy. That's definitely the guy. Holy shit, this guy can light it up.
It's pretty nuts.
Alex Tui looks like Austin Reeves. I don't think anybody has said that. He's going to draft a PG. I could see that. They need another ball handler. You only got and how much you want Derek White to really be an off the ball player. You don't have to initiate as often as he probably will have to this upcoming season. So, wing or forward? Well, it's kind of the same thing. Like wing or big, like it's guard, wing, big in this league right now. So, look, Eric Dixon, if he's there, kind of in on that. Like, need a bucket getter. I'd be in on Eric Dixon at 57. Absolutely.
What are the Chicago Bulls going to do?
What are the Bulls going to do here? Probably some bullshit.
They basically put my guy Patrick Seatman into early retirement as an NBA fan.
Oh my God. Dude, J-Dub, look what he put in his fucking dump. Are you kidding me?
I saw that, yeah.
Trent is stamped.
He's stamped, dude. I mean, he was courtside for
all the games, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I can't believe Trent is included in J-Dub's championship photo dump.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. He's stamped, dude.
He is officially stamped.
Officially stamped. Which is insane.
That is crazy. I was an early Trent guy.
Yeah.
Very, very early Trent guy. When he was just doing TikTok, and it was he was, just from his phone was doing the surgical stream. No graphics, no nothing. And it was crazy. Like, it was the first night of college basketball season back in 2021. And we gave him St. Bonaventure -20 against Siena, and he took it, and it slammed. So that was fun. And then we ended up interviewing him at the Super Bowl in LA that following spring. So
pretty sweet.
I've been a Trent guy for a long time, and he's had a lot of success. So, like, I'm a sports gambling fan. I could say customer.
Donator,
sometimes. Yes. I donate a lot to the FanDuel charity and the
it's okay. I donated to the WinStar charity fairly recently.
I've donated to the WinStar charity every time I've ever been to the WinStar charity. So that's that. But Trent, he kills the content game, man. As far as in the gambling space, and I'm proud of his success. He's a really good guy.
He also got recognized by Chet too, by the way.
Recognized by Chet too?
Yeah, because he posted on Twitter.
Well, he wears a Chet uniform. So.
Yeah, and then Chet commented like, "That fits fire, bro." Or something.
Hey, that's so lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy, and we have the same barber.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he's Trent's a Dallas guy.
All right, Scotto, what do you got for me here for the Bulls, aka via the Lakers?
Yep, via the Lakers.
God, this is so stupid. I hate that. I get that. Technically, it makes sense, but for the average viewer, it is just like, As we go to commercial break, is this going to be a future league MVP?
Yeah, I don't think they are going to announce it during the break. I doubt they still do that, especially with it being a 1 day.
Maybe it'll be a Scotto tweet at least.
Yeah, we'll get a Scotto tweet. during the break.
Probably. Who will it be for the Chicago Bulls?
They need players.
They need a lot of players.
They need everything. What's going on, Pats fan? How we doing, my brother? I'm checking in on both chats at all times, bro.
Smitty's rocking and rolling, dude. We weren't lying, man. We're here for the entirety of the NBA. And look, we're at the final picks. Like, look at it. On the clock's about to shrink.
Yeah.
After this pick.
Well, it's going to have one more because Golden State's got 59.
Yes.
And then and then it'll start shrinking.
Yeah.
So we're almost out of here, man.
We're about at the shrinkage.
A Day with Sage says Cam Wilding because he said, need a new point guard trip for Maine with JD getting the call up. I don't know if I want JD Davidson getting the call up, bro. He ain't good. He's.
Did you see Marshall's tweet?
No.
He said the Knicks drafted Bacome.ea's friend. Yay. He said yay.
Bacome.ea's friend.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's so hilarious.
Okay, Scotto's not. Is Goodman?
Is Goodman back from the dead?
No, he hadn't tweeted since Tyrese Proctor, baby.
Oh, he checked out.
He checked out.
What about Brett Siegel? See him.
Siegel. Come on, Siegel.
The Bulls. He has it. Lachlan Obrick. Seeps has to be appalled at this draft.
He must be just appalled in general.
I'm sorry. Lachlan Olbrich could be LeBron fucking James, and he's not going to work out in the league with a name like Lachlan Olbrich. I promise you, it's not going to happen. You can clip this, play it in 10 years. He's not going to be anything in this league. His name's Lachlan Olbrich. Doesn't pass the name test. Off my board.
Yeah. Look at the clock, Smitty. We're shrinking.
We are shrinking. Wait. Oh, that's right.
Yes. Yep.
That's right. The Sixers, the Knicks. I forget who it was. The Sixers, the Knicks got their second round pick taken away. I didn't know that.
It was the Knicks.
The Knicks, okay.
Yeah, 76ers was last year, I think.
Was that for the Brunson tampering and shit or whatever the hell they were doing?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's just legalized tampering. It happens everywhere.
It happens everywhere, baby.
Unbelievable. It's going to be free agent agreements before we even open it up on June 30th, baby.
Come on, Sam, get the graphic in there.
Get the graphic, Sam. All right, well, since we have so this will be okay, yeah. We have one more pick in between Boston, right? Okay.
Yeah. So we have a Boston pick, a Warriors pick, and we're done.
We're done. That'll do it.
We'll
do the raffle.
We'll do the raffle, which
right now Celtics today is winning. But I'll say this, like Warriors today, you could come back. $100 super chat. We'll take the lead.
Yeah, we'll just pull it up here.
Well, it won't take the lead, but if you took a $100 super chat and a $10 super chat, we would be tied up right now. And that can happen too. Like if two people want to agree to do a back-to-back 50 balls, I'll even give you that deal. To get you 18 points here up on the board, and then somebody's just got to send in a 10. We are all tied.
Freaking Scotto checked out. That's unbelievable.
Scotto checked out, man. That's unfortunate. Siegel, he's around the clock.
Siegel's the people's insider.
Yes. F off Fisher.
F off Fisher.
This brother stinks.
It was fucking weird.
It was weird. I'm so sorry.
One of the most hilarious tweets I've ever seen.
Alex Tui, are you shitting me? What are we doing?
Well, quickly, I guess, show the big board again.
Yeah.
Might as well, right?
It's four picks left. Here we go.
Yeah, so we'll kind of just highlight them here as we scroll on down to the top four.
R.J. Lewis, Vlad Golden, Eric Dixon, Hunter Salas. One of these guys at least isn't getting drafted. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Izan Almansa, you got Dink Pate, Ryan Nemhard, Mark Sears. It looks more and more like those small guards are not going to be drafted within the first 59 picks. They could be UDFAs thereafter. Bryce Williams out of Nebraska, solid player. Victor Locken, Clemson. I watched a good bit of Clemson this year. They were overrated, and clearly that showed in the NCAA tournament. Grant Nelson, I honestly think could be an NBA player. Like, people are sleeping a little bit on Grant. Athletic, can drive, can rebound. A little bit of a not the best outside shot. Maybe that's what's holding him back. Plus, he's a 4-year college player as well. But I like him. Tamar Bates at Mizzou, solid guy. He can defend. Kadari Richmond, he's not an NBA player. I'm sorry, he's not. I was a big proponent of his game at Seton Hall. Really, kind of, in my opinion, took a little bit of a step back. Even though, yeah, he was a key player for the Johnnies. Like, not a jump shooter by any means. I don't know. Maybe he has a couple of attitude issues. I love Kadari with the Pirates, but even though he might have put up better numbers with St. John's, I didn't like him as much over there. Caleb Love, not going to be drafted, it looks like.
What a fall from grace this dude had.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's really insane to me is, like, they project all these foreign players who are never going to be anything, and this guy like Caleb Love who's putting up 30 points on any given night in a college game. He's not he's not that small either. Right? Is he 6'2"?
Caleb
6'4". Like,
yeah.
That's not bad size. And maybe it's 6'3" without shoes or something like that, but like 6'4" in this league, like that's a playable guard. And this guy put up 25 points a night anytime he wanted. In the NCAA tournament, he was nasty. He took Duke to the wire. Like, I don't know.
Who knows, baby? Will Reichard.
Who?
To the Grizzlies.
Oh, Will Reichard. Will Richard from Florida.
Will Richard. I don't know why I said Reichard.
We're in international territory right now, so you're just trying to overplay and overthink these names.
Literally, I was just like, it's delirium hour over here. Ugh.
We're almost there, boys. We're almost there.
We're almost there. Celtics are on the clock.
Celtics are officially on the clock now that the Memphis pick is in.
If you want to get loaded there, Jackie.
Yep. Get on it.
Any hope here?
I want one of the two teams to take Eric Dixon.
Okay.
I want one of the two teams to take Eric Dixon. Wouldn't it be Matt Hunter-Salas for the Warriors? Vlad Golden for Golden State as well would be cool. Yeah, I want Eric Dixon to be picked by one of these spots.
That's not right.
And the Warriors, they're no strangers to taking second round picks from the Villanova.
That's not right. Right?
What?
56 Warriors. Look on the screen.
56 Warriors.
Yeah, that's not right.
No.
It was Memphis. Okay, I'm gonna take that off screen.
Wait, where is that?
It was on. It was just
on the clock. Or was it the L3 or was it up top? Oh shit! Yeah.
It was up top. That's what I was saying.
No,
was it? Whoa.
Oh, it is Golden State's pick, isn't it?
Oh my God! Yeah, he traded him to the Warriors.
Wow.
That is
wow.
So Will Richard.
I was surprised. But that's okay.
All right.
The Warriors with the 56th pick select Will Richard, Florida. Okay. Did they work him out? That's hilarious. I don't think they did.
Will Richard.
It didn't work him out. Guys who are on the board here still. They worked out Eric Dixon. They worked out Dink Pate, Bryce Williams, R.J. Lewis, Tamar Bates. They worked out Ryan Nembhard. They worked out all those guys, and they decided to go here with Will Richard out of Kentucky. So if you want to put that big O3 up, I could do a short here.
By the way, you know who I confused him with? I just realized what I did now. For whatever reason, my brain went to Will Reichard, the kicker from Alabama.
That's right. I was like, that sounds like a name I've heard before.
That's what I went to. So shout out to that.
All right, quick.
Yep.
So no scouting here from, right? Yeah, Will Richard. So I'm gonna go take a look at. I
was like, I definitely. All right. Well, touche. Thinking about random place kickers in the NBA draft. We've officially reached the end of the second round.
KCP, Keon Ellis. Okay, so he's a shooter, good shooter, good mechanics. Yeah, I know he can shoot the rock. He shot 36% last year. Solid, disciplined defender. That's good. Good wingspan as well, I believe.
So so the Warriors
6'9" wingspan for a 6'4" player. That's good.
So the Warriors, that was their pick. So they traded 59 to move up to get Will Richard.
Oh, so no more
dubs.
So that's it. No more dubs. Just one pick here
for the Celtics. Yep. Which is
is
right after this.
Okay, so let's get this short out of the way real quick. And he was a player.
And the Celtics pick is in.
Celtics pick is in as well. Okay, all right, let's do this real quick. With the 56th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the Golden State Warriors, after a bunch of trades, select Will Richard, the wing out of Florida, a very consistent player, a member of the national championship team, an older prospect at 22 years old, but kind of the definition of consistency here. Solid shooter last year, shot 36%, good form, and he brings solid shooting touch, and he's a really good perimeter defender as well. So solid wingspan too, 6'9" wingspan for a 6'4" player. I think he's going to fit right into Golden State, and I'm excited to see him on the Summer League team this year and potentially a plus defender in the rotation at some point next season. We know that the Warriors are going to have to do a lot of dancing this offseason when it comes to filling out their roster for next season, but Will Richard, he might end up being a player for the Dubs this year. As we know, last year they took Quentin Post in the second round, and he was an instant contributor once the calendar turned to 2025. So I'm expecting instant defense and solid, consistent shooting from Will Richard here. I think it's a solid pick for the Golden State Warriors.
And with the 57th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select
Max Shulga, VCU, are you kidding? Can't believe it. Can't believe it. VCU, the Rams, baby. Oh, my goodness. Max Shulga, did not expect him to come off of the board here, but here he goes at pick 57 to the Boston Celtics. A do-it-all big guard out of VCU. Elite shooter, elite passer, can get downhill, can work in the in-between game. Oh, Max Shulga, I'm pumped up for this, man. Oh, this is going to be a great Summer League watch this year. Oh, yeah. Listen, I'm an Atlantic 10 guy. I am a St. Bonaventure alum. I have dealt with Max Shulga for a couple of years now, and I'm glad he's on my squad now because he's an elite player, man. He's a really good basketball IQ, and, he was kind of thrust into a role where he had to really dominate the ball in VCU. And I think he can kind of work as a on-ball player and an off-ball player with the Celtics and alleviate some of the pressure that caused him to turn the ball over a lot down in the NCAA tournament. So this is a do-it-all player, good shooter, can pass the ball, very high IQ talent. And I'm pumped up that he's a member of the Boston Celtics here at pick 57.
All right. Harry, by the way, said I needed the reaction, needed that reaction like you needed oxygen.
Let's go.
You obliged.
Shulga, baby. Let's go. You got to be shitting me.
It's unbelievable, baby. We can just do this now.
The pull-up shooting isn't great, but the catch and shoot is solid.
All right.
Wow. Grade the pick. A, B, C, D, or F. Max Shulga. And we're done now?
That is it.
That's it.
Unless they trade back in.
Unless they trade back in somehow. Future second. Brad has a ton. So, yeah. That is it for these squads. Celtics fans, grade the pick. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm pumped. Shulga's a stud. That's a B+ for me. B+ for me. We got a big. Kim 9 got. We got a big. That's an awesome pick. We're cooking.
Wow.
That's fun.
It's a fun time.
Sell me this pen for the NBA draft guide here. Many of the prospects billed as a 3-and-D player fall short in one of those two areas. Max Shulga does not. He's one of the most gifted and gritty defenders in this draft, and he pairs that with elite shooting.
Wow.
He's not an athlete by any means, but he can play. This kid can play ball. And look, he's a good defender, but the wingspan is a little concerning. 6'5" with only a 6 foot, around 6 wingspan, so not super positive there. This guy, he can hit the outside jumper. I'm ecstatic. Did the Celtics even work him out?
I don't know if they did.
I don't think they did. I would have heard about it.
Yeah. Salou Niang is the pick for the Cavaliers.
Who gives a shit? I'm just kidding.
Shout out. All right. Hopefully this super chat loads in from Jamari. We see you. 39% from 3. Oh, that's nice.
They did not work out Max Shulga. I'm so pumped they took him though. Because if they did, I would have been like, he would have been on my second round draft targets video from yesterday, I think. Well, maybe not a 32. And that's when they were the only pick they had at the time. But still, man, that's awesome.
39% from 3.
15, 5, and 5 guy in college. You don't find those very often. I know it was 4 assists, but round up. Who cares? This guy's going to give it to you every single time. He's going to be 110% on both ends of the floor. And shout out to my guy, JGB, who's been hooking it up all day long. 39% from 3. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
That is nice.
All right. Like I said, unless the Timberwolves trade this pick,
we are done.
Neato.
Now, that was fun. I'm so pumped.
We had the fun.
Let's go.
Ooh. Lakers at 56K.
Ooh, let's go. Shout out to Lake Show. Oh my goodness.
Love that. Love it, man.
High IQ, high motor. That's like, what more can you ask for?
Well, Morgan he asked for. Agreed. That's what we do. Living it up.
I'm jacked up, man. Max Shulga, that's awesome.
And by the way, A10 players absolutely slammed Rolly's over-under that he threw out there earlier today, 2.5. We counted Kobe Brea because he was a 4-year Dayton player and then ended up with 1 season at Kentucky. You could even argue Jameer Watkins at VCU, even though he played 2 seasons at Florida State. Max Shulga, who finishes with VCU, started over at Utah State. And then Rasheer Fleming goes in round 2, the first pick of the second round at 31. So A10 represent in round 2 this time around. That's fun. That's fun. And we now have our tallies. I think we could give. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's all that likely. We've thrown out the deals there for Warriors Nation over there, Dub Nation at Warriors today. If you guys want to bite on the $100 super chat idea to get this race a little bit closer, then we'll give you about a minute or so to do it. But if not, it looks like it will be a Celtics today raffle here, and we will just divide them all by 5. Like for Juco Main, divide everybody by 5. If you sent in one bigger than 5, regardless of how many points it counted for, each $5 super chat that you sent in is going to be a tally in the raffle, and we'll give it away that way.
Do you want to do wheel spin? Or?
Yeah, wheel spin's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wheel spin's cool.
Guys, I love the Celtics second round. I loved it. Didn't love the Warriors second round as much. Well, I mean, only because I don't think Alex Tui is really an NBA player, but Will Richard is. Will Richard is.
Or Riker, depending on how you pronounce it. Oh,
absolutely. All right, so Warriors today, they're down 21. That would be a $100 super chat and then a $10 super chat to tie this thing up, and then it's anybody's game. A day with Sade. I love Cornette. I just think Keita is better. I'm sorry, A day with Sade. You are wrong. That's not an opinion. It's unfortunate, but, Luke Cornett's going to get paid this offseason. I don't know if Neemias Keita will ever get paid in his career.
Yeah. All right. The last pick is in.
Last pick is in.
Which is crazy.
What is this?
I have no idea. I just laughed at it. I was
What the?
I don't know what the context of that is, but I laughed.
Yeah, there is no context there.
That Chase was accurate in that description. Yep. Yup. Yup. Who did the Timberwolves take here to send us off?
Who's Mr. Irrelevant in the NBA this year?
Last pick, here it comes. Mark Tatum. Won't see it till the draft lottery, buddy. Later, bro.
Later, man. Yeah, no one had it. Oh, wow. Caleb Love, 2-way contract with the Trailblazers.
Really? Jemai Mashak from Tennessee. Mr. Irrelevant. You are a Minnesota Timberwolves.
There you are. Wait for Jack to put that in. There it is. All right. Smitty. 2 rounds, 59 picks later.
Yep. We are finito.
Done.
All right.
Donezo. All right, so let's see. I don't even know how to, because some of his are like. All right, here, I'm just going to do it this way. I'll take myself off screen. I'm going to get the raffle set up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Colin, man. He's been absolutely killing it today. Appreciate all the help that he's gone. He's literally like, I don't bullshit just because he's in the room. He's literally the best fucking producer we have here at Chat Sports. No doubt about it. So I'm very, very lucky to be sharing the airwaves with him today. First time we've ever done it working together. So I had a great time personally. I hope we get to do it again sometime because I think we had a good little two-man game going here today. Just a little pick and roll, pick and pop here and there. It was good stuff.
It was great stuff, man.
Yes, Kimbo Doug Tillman is useless. Yes. Kata a better alley-oop. Like, Luke Cornett can play, and you don't have to worry about him not catching the ball all the time. Like, Mr. Relevant. Somebody, Car Clan goes, Mr. Irrelevant, Paul George.
Paul George. Love that.
Guys, Nemius Kate is not a good basketball player.
For JGB.
Yep.
Because he's current. Well, because it's currency. I'm just trying to make sure I give him the right amount.
Yeah. Just one entry there. I think, right? Because he sent how many fives did he send, or like how many green ones did he send in?
1. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Celtics draft was awesome. Yeah. I mean, second round at least. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing it until after live anyway, so.
Very dope, very dope.
The Warriors sent the rights to Justinian Jessup and a top 50 protected 2032 second-round pick to Memphis to jump up 3 spots and grab Will Richard.
Will Richard.
Who was Justinian Jessup a pick there in the last couple?
Let's see. JUCO.
Eric Dixon, Lakers.
There we go. So this wheel's filling up, actually. Okay. I'll randomize these, shuffle these up. All right. Let's get it popping in here. And we're back, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
A lot of names. Some names. One of these names, I should say, is about to walk away with a Celtics draft hat.
Oh, boy. It did kind of fill up a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. I added it all up. I was like, oh, wow.
Alrighty. Celtics draft hat on the line right here. And you got to be in the building right now to collect your prize. So we will see. How else am I going to get in contact with you?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Who's going home with the Celtics 2025 NBA draft cap of your choice? You could do the Kelly Green. You could do the white brim and the green brim. Who is it going to be? Ed Robbins or Drew Comaine?
Ed Robbins.
Ed Robbins ends up winning this battle. Shout out to Ed Robbins. Ed Robbins, are you in the building right now?
We'll give here.
The thing about Ed Robbins is we do have his info. He's a longtime fan.
So are you cool if he doesn't respond, or do you want to put a shot clock?
I am cool if he doesn't respond.
Okay. Cool.
So there we go.
Ed Robbins.
Ed Robbins, you win today, brother. Shout out to Juco Maine, though, who sent a bunch of big super chats in. That's love, brother. You are the homie, forever and always, my man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michelle saying, "Oh, can I get a I love the Warriors chant?" Haven't done that in a minute. Haven't done that in a couple months.
Up to you. You make the deal, Smitty. How about this? We'll give you enough time. If you want to do a I Love the Warriors chant, Smitty will make the deal. We'll run through all the picks.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll just kind of cycle through them. Smitty will let you make the deal.
How about this? If we get a $5 super chat over at Warriors today, by the time we're done rolling through the picks,
cool.
We'll do that.
Sweet.
$5 super chat. That's all it's going to take. I'll be good to you guys.
All right. Let's do it.
Here we go. With the first overall pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, no surprise at all, generational prospect Cooper Flagg ends up with the Dallas Mavericks. A little bit of, could that be sketchy with the NBA Draft lottery? I'm not so sure. I'm not here to speculate. We're just here to talk draft. Dylan Harper, number 2 overall to the Spurs. That was all but confirmed for a while now. VJ Edgecombe, he was kind of the late riser for the Philadelphia 76ers. And I guess not late riser, but in the middle of the pre-draft process, that kind of is where everybody thought that Philly was leaning after Ace Bailey declined the workout with the Sixers. Con Kneppel, he was kind of late projected to go to the Charlotte Hornets, and that's where he ended up going. I might have to get a Con Kneppel Charlotte Hornets jersey. That's got some sort of serious aura. Ace Bailey at 5th overall to the Jazz after declining their workout. Interested to see. He'll be able to get up a lot of bad shots up there. Danny Ainge was not scared of Ace Bailey's demands. Trey Johnson, the scoring guard out of Texas, goes to number 6 to the Washington Wizards. Jeremiah Fears will take over point guard duties in New Orleans as DeJounte Murray recovers from a torn Achilles. Agor Demen, the big point guard out of BYU, needs to work on that jump shot, but I like the pick for Brooklyn before they made the rest of their selections. Colin Murray Boyles at 9 to the Toronto Raptors out of South Carolina. Kind of a do-it-all tweener big. Interested to see his fit next to Scotty Barnes. Kamen Malawach at 10 to the Phoenix Suns, who also acquired Mark Williams in a trade on draft night last night as well. Cedric Coward, another trade up here with the Memphis Grizzlies and Portland Trailblazers. The Grizzlies have been looking for a wing. They get Coward there. Noah Asenge, the project wing out of France, he ends up going to Chicago. Derek Queen, another trade up here. 10 slots. New Orleans jumped all the way to 13 to select the Maryland's freshman center. Carter Bryant at 14 to the Spurs just kind of fell in their lap. Elite two-way prospect. Thomas Sorber, the physical, big, down low big out of Georgetown with some real ball skills to his game. He goes 15th to the Thunder. Hanson Yang, maybe the shock of the first round. Some people compare him to Chinese Jokic, I guess they say. But I think we'll wait and see on that one a little bit. Was the CBA MVP, Chinese Basketball Association. Also, Joan Berenger goes to the Timberwolves at pick 17. Don't love that pick. He's really a project, and I thought he was more of a second-round talent. Walter Clayton goes to the Jazz, another shot chucker, but a little bit more tame than Ace Bailey, in my opinion. He'll be getting some threes up, no doubt about it. Nolan Traore, a real get-out-and-transition type of point guard who wants to run and gun out of France. He goes to the Brooklyn Nets, so another point guard there taken by Brooklyn. Kaspars Yakashonis, the shot-creating point guard out of Illinois. Got a little bit of a turnover issue. Maybe that's why teams were a little bit skeptical on him in the lottery. He falls all the way to 20 to the Miami Heat, and Nick Roloff was ecstatic. Will Riley, the wing out of Illinois, goes to the Washington Wizards for their second first-round pick this season. Also, Drake Powell will go to the Brooklyn Nets for their third first-round pick. He is a 19-year-old, 6'5", stick defender, like point-of-attack elite athlete. I mean, he's got a project on the offensive end, but he projects as an elite defender off of the rip. Asen Newell, the kind of versatile, big, switchable player out of Georgia, going to Atlanta there, and I really like the way that the Hawks are building out their roster. Nick Clifford, the kind of do-it-all wing from Colorado State, could score the basketball, could defend at a high level, could also rebound the heck out of that thing. He goes to the Sacramento Kings at 24, Jace Richardson, maybe one of the steals of the draft at 25, fitting in seamlessly with the Orlando Magic, can get downhill, has a little bit of a floater game, can hit the outside shot a little bit, and is a solid point-of-attack defender. 6'2" is the reason that he probably fell a little far in the first round. Ben Saraf is where the draft fell off the rails for the Brooklyn Nets, another point guard and another point guard who can't shoot, and that was the case for as well for Igor Demen and Nolan Traore. They followed it up with another Israeli, Danny Wolf, goes to Brooklyn there, and he's a center, except he played like a point guard over at Michigan. So the Brooklyn Nets, they seem to really like ball handlers. I don't know if they drafted all that well this year. Hugo Gonzalez at pick 28, a little bit of a project for the Celtics, young Spanish player, but he has a lot of the intangibles in between the ears to make winning plays at the next level. Liam McNeely, the scoring wing, little Corey Kispert clone, going to the Charlotte Hornets here, and now the Hornets got a little bit of, I think, stability within their roster. I really love their picks in the second round as well. They have the YKN from Penn State going to the Clippers there to round out the first round. Then to open the second round, we have Rasheer Fleming, 31 overall to the Suns, a trade up there. Another trade up with the Boston Celtics. We know Noah Penda got selected at 32nd overall to the Magic. That's a really good fit for them. Another big defending, rebounding wing to come off of their bench. Sion James out of Duke goes to the Charlotte Hornets. And they follow that up with another elite college producer in Ryan Kalkbrenner. What a draft for the Charlotte Hornets, I'll tell you what. Janai Broom, maybe the stinker of the draft, goes to the Philadelphia 76ers, and that's music to our Boston Celtics fans' ears. Adu Thiero goes to the Lakers here. Solid defending two-way wing, can get downhill, and a really elite athlete goes to L.A. there. Chaz Lanier, sharp-shooting wing out of Tennessee. Not the best shot creator, but he shot it at a very, very high clip in the SEC last season. Cam Jones, the do-it-all guard out of Marquette, can score, can pass, can rebound. And, maybe not the best overall defender, but he's got good size profile. Could maybe translate at the next level. A really good fit there in Indiana, by the way. Run and gun type of guy. Elijah Martin, the high flyer out of Florida. Good defender. He goes to the Toronto Raptors there. Micah Peavy, kind of a do-it-all scorer on the Georgetown Hoyas this past season. He can get downhill, but also expanded his range a little bit this past season. Kobe Brea went 41st overall to the Phoenix Suns, and that was the original Golden State Warriors slot. Another Suns draft day trade. I would have loved to see Kobe Brea wearing blue and gold. Maxime Reynaud would have been a target for me for the Boston Celtics, but clearly they went a different archetype. He goes to the Sacramento Kings here. Jameer Watkins, the wing out of Florida State, formerly of VCU, goes to the Wizards. You have Brooks Barnheiser out of Northwestern. He can play, he can defend. He's going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Rocco Zalarsky, don't know much about him, but he is headed to Minnesota. Amari Williams, we dove into here on the program today. He is headed to the Boston Celtics, and he's going to dominate the paint. He is going to be an elite shot blocker, elite rebounder, and an underrated passer as well at 7'1". Also, my guy Boob Job Markovic. I'm going to find out how to say his name one day if he makes it to the league, but we'll see if that ends up coming to fruition. 47 to the Bucks. Javon Small, the point guard out of West Virginia, a little havoc wreaker there, going to Memphis. I think it's a solid fit in that grit and grind city. Tyrese Proctor at 49. He goes to the Cavs here and fits in as a big guard comparatively to Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. I think it's a really solid fit there. Are they going to prioritize re-signing Ty Jerome, another small guard on their roster? Proctor fits in seamlessly. Kobe Sanders, do-it-all guard out of Nevada. He goes to the Clippers right before the Knicks end up selecting, according to Marshall Green, Pacome Dadier's friend out of France. Alex Tui, the first Warriors pick of this second round out of Australia. Kind of good at a lot of things, not great at anything type of player. We'll see what he ends up doing in the Summer League and beyond. John Tonje goes to the Jazz here, two-way guard out of Wisconsin. Who's that? Oh, yeah, that's my guy, Talon Peter. Dude, absolute sharpshooter. Another great pick by Indiana there. I bet you he ends up seeing some minutes down the line in his NBA career. 45% from three-point range last year, and he has unlimited range. Talking 35, 40-foot jumpers. Lachlan Olbrich, maybe the worst name overall in this draft, I think. Does not pass my name test whatsoever, and he ends up in Chicago. Probably fitting for them. They're historically bad at this front office stuff. And then Will Richard at 56 to Golden State. A little bit more of a consistent player, here. National champion, good defender, can hit the outside shot, and not going to make many mistakes for you on either end. To round out the draft, we had Max Shulga heading to the Boston Celtics, a do-it-all, guard wing type of prospect, 3-and-D player, big guy, 6'5", but is a good defender, can pass, can shoot, can dribble, and can rebound as well. So he's a really solid fit, and I think he could potentially be a rotation piece down the line for the C's. Really, really good decision maker, but obviously with heavy defensive pressure, he made some mistakes in the NCAA tournament. And then to round out the draft, we have Sulu Niang out of Trento. I don't know where he is from, but I would assume that is a African name, Senegalese maybe. That's where George Niang is actually, his dad's from. And then to round out, Mr. Irrelevant Jamai Mashak from Tennessee at pick 59. That's Mr. Irrelevant, and those are all 59 selections for the 2025 NBA draft with a little bit of sprinkled breakdown in for each one.
That's why you're the best.
Hey, I appreciate that, my brother. Let's go. Shout out to JGB, who's been balling all day long. This NBA draft days with you boys. Let's go. Oh, nice draft day with you boys. Go Celtics. Shout out to you, man. You're an absolute legend. You've been here the entire stream today, and cannot thank you guys enough for rocking and rolling with us on the program today. It's been a lot of fun. We've seen some solid picks. We've seen some head-scratching picks. We're all going to see how they pan out once they wear their association threads in a couple of weeks in the Summer League. And then hopefully for the Celtics and Warriors case, they got some real contributors here in round number 2 that can play right away. They might end up needing it. So it was a fun draft. And shout out to the 131 Celtics fans still rocking with us. The 292 Warriors fans still rocking with us. It's been an absolute blast here. Shout out to my guy Cullen, who's been on the 1s and 2s, killing the game, getting us situated and sorted out behind the scenes. And the show's not possible without him. So shout out to you, my brother. Hope we work again doing this thing soon.
Yeah, likewise, man. If you want to check production real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, Warriors,
That's
Celtics fans, listen, I'd love to be back as producer. You guys are awesome today. Appreciate y'all rocking with us for over 3 hours today. So shout out to you guys for rocking with us. Again, great little sub battle we did today. And look, I mean, this is one of those days where, again, a lot of people will tune in for the draft lottery. A lot of people will tune in for round 1. It takes the real diehards to lock in for round 2. So everybody who showed up today, everyone who supported, everyone who liked the video, subscribed, sent in a super chat, engaged in our live chat, we appreciate you. You guys are real ones. We listen. Me and Smitty wouldn't be able to do what we do if it weren't for guys and people like you tuning in for our content here. And look, we try to give you the most informative, entertaining content around the NBA, around the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. And my guy Smitty's been killing the game, man. So look, we appreciate all the love and support. And yeah, man, it's been crazy, man. Almost 3.5 hours we've been live here.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, good stuff, man. Good freaking stuff. But yeah, awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff as they're doing like the actual roundtable discussion here. Again, we will be also live covering the NBA free agency for both the Celtics and the Warriors. Again, I don't know if it's going to be me with Smitty. Hopefully it is. We'll have to wait and see from whenever that time comes. But yeah, the NBA offseason's not stopping, and neither are we. And again, content, there may be other content creators out there that may, not be putting out content 365 days a year, 24/7. And that's basically what we're doing here at Celtics and Warriors today. Trying to give you guys daily content, the best content out there surrounding the Warriors and the Celtics. And again, everything we do here for you guys is well worth it because we're doing it we're love.
And it's 100% free to absorb this content, man. I mean,
100%.
You got to pay money for ESPN Plus, you got to pay money for The Athletic. We break all that stuff down here on the channel. We do the work for you, and we bring you the information that you want in an informative and entertaining way. And shout out to you guys who rock with us day in and day out, every single stream that we're live here on the channel.
Awesome. Wow. All right, man. Full draft, man. Me and you both, I think, were live for all 59 picks.
Yeah,
and,
I was live. I was live for all 30 last night and all 29 or 29 today. Look at that.
Yeah, I think there's only a few of us here at Chat Sports that did it, and we love the NBA, man. Love the grind, and cannot wait. Cannot wait for free agency, man.
Yes, sir.
Cannot wait. Yeah. Was there a favorite pick for you guys from the draft?
Favorite pick from the draft. What do we think? What do we think, fellas?
Any particular? Again, it could be a Warriors or a Celtics pick. It could be a pick from another team. Anybody got any favorite picks from the NBA draft? We'll get some shout outs here. Somebody's just taking care of some stuff behind the scenes.
You don't think that was a ridiculous request, right? I hope it wasn't.
Let me see.
If it is, I don't need it. But like, I don't know if I'd like asking for too much there.
Oh,
okay.
Like I said, we're all trying to get out of here. Ask what you can.
Yeah, I mean, Reed's probably getting thumbnails for me because I think he was trying to get a Warriors.
Because we're gonna film Warriors, obviously those cuts or that cut.
Yeah.
And then
so Warriors both picks, and then we'll just grade them both at the end. Well, we can grade each pick as we go, and then at the end we'll do a full Warriors like complete draft grade. So I don't know exactly what I would give that yet. Maybe like a
We're gonna do this, off of live. So
we're gonna do this off of live. So we'll be signing off here in just a minute or so. Shout out to everybody who has rocked and rolled with us tonight. 273 likes on the Warriors channel, and got 163 likes on the Celtics channel. You guys killed it, man. Really, really appreciate all the support that we've seen on the channels here since I've taken over. And hopefully we're back live on the channel once again soon for free agency. Can't wait for that to get rolling, even though these two teams don't have the most financial flexibility. But who really does in this league? We'll be seeing trades. We'll be seeing different money move around. And At least Golden State has that non-taxpayer mid-level. We'll see if they end up using it. We'll see what ends up happening with Jonathan Kuminga as well. We'll see what happens if the Celtics end up trading any more talent around their roster, create some more cap space, and see what they do with Al Horford and Luke Cornett, who are probably their main free agent priorities at this point. We'll be keeping you guys tapped in with all the latest as that information comes in, as we hear new rumors, and as we lead up to NBA free agency. So lock in, subscribe to both channels. If you're a Warriors fan, subscribe to Warriors today. If you're a Celtics fan, subscribe to Celtics today. And we're going to bring you guys the best offseason content for those two squads in the NBA on YouTube. So appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. Shout out to Cullen again for the awesome work. Shout out to everybody who did the behind-the-scenes work out of the studio. And, the NBA draft, dual stream in the books. Let's get fired up, man. Basketball is a ways away, but we'll have Summer League here in the next few weeks. Free agency is going to be exciting, we hope. And, I appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. We will see you guys all in the next one. Let's go Celtics. Let's go Dubs.